I made a breakthrough this week, Brad.
Yeah?
I have a new way to find love. Not just for me, for everyone. Like a new compatibility test.
Oh,
I came up with it accidentally with our friend Luke, Aaron Boleyn's sister's boyfriend.
Okay. Yeah. That's him.
We were talking, and basically what I came up with is, there's a lot of, I'm a ESTJ. I'm a Enneagram 7, wing 6.
Yeah.
I'm a golden retriever. I'm looking for an otter.
Yeah.
Not anymore. It's going to all be solved through Microsoft Office.
I love it already.
You got 3 options.
Paint?
No. Yeah, DOS prompt.
Yeah.
Bring down the toolbar. No, are you a Word, PowerPoint, or Excel guy? And are you looking for like a Word, PowerPoint, or Excel girl?
Okay.
I think each of them have like their own strengths. Like Excel's like type A, like very, regimented, analytical. PowerPoint's kind of fun, kind of zany.
Ooh, yeah. You can do a transition.
Yeah.
The whoosh.
Yeah, transition.
Swipe.
Take that as far as you want to go.
Sure.
Whatever. Words, it's like they're good with their words of affirmation.
Yes.
I think this is wonderful.
Oh, I like
However,
this.
you might be thinking, what if Microsoft Office is a little old school.
Yeah.
I want something cloud-based. Maybe something like, cloud-based PowerPoint. You're looking for a freak in the sheets.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
That's the joke.
Roll the music! I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
That actually happened accidentally in person. We were
Really?
like talking to people like at the block.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone gather around. I didn't say that. In fact, I don't know if I've ever said the word.
Hey, gay. Lend me your ears.
There's a new decree just posted.
Yeah.
I didn't say gather around, but I was just talking to the people around me, and I was like, hey, what do you think of this? Luke and I just came up with this morning. What are you? Found out me and Bree. Oh, hot and hev Bree. Perfectly compatible.
Okay. What does perfectly compatible mean?
I was looking for a PowerPoint girl. She's looking for an Excel guy.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
You're an Excel guy?
I think so. At my core. At my core.
Okay.
Touch my core.
Okay.
Feel it.
Maybe you're like an Excel wing Word. So like sometimes you implement like your VLOOKUPs into a Word document.
When I'm at my best, I'm winging Word. When I'm at my worst, I'm winging PowerPoint.
Yeah, right. And everyone saw Microsoft Access. Remember that? Like no one used Microsoft. What was that even about?
It was like this weird magenta color. You had to cover it in like your Microsoft Office.
It was like scatter plots and stuff like that. I feel like
I don't think it was scatter plots.
I think it was like maybe not scatter plots, but like no, that's not what it is. Like the word bubbles and stuff like that. That's not scatter plots.
I remember just being like boring, like data entry.
And I remember. Yeah, maybe
it was like way more boring than Excel for some reason.
What am I thinking of then? I'm thinking of
You're thinking of a graphing calculator.
No. Yeah, turn it upside down. It says boobies.
That's not a graphing calculator. That's just any calculator.
You're right. No, I don't know. It really said it on mine.
You got a good imagination. It'll graph it for you.
Oh, you're right. No, there was something where it was like, those like circle, like the thought bubbles, basically. You could make like a whole like, is this true? Then you go to this. If this is true, then you go to that. And like you can make a whole sheet with them. I thought that was Access. Maybe not. But we had a class back in the day called Computer Apps.
Yes.
Yeah. Computer apps in 7th grade. Everyone had to take it. It was like a quarter long class. And it was like a couple weeks of Word, a couple weeks of PowerPoint, Excel, whatever.
Dude, I took a class like that in college.
I had to take another thing.
Intro
like
to computing. Like
I think
sophomore
mine was
year.
Intro to business or something like
I
that.
got this. I got this down.
The guy that sat next to me, Rodney Magruder. You know who that is?
Oh, no.
Magruder! He's in the NBA now. He's a professional basketball player.
No way.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Cool.
He actually kind of got called out like 2 weeks ago by Klay Thompson.
It was that guy.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
He's not going to be in the league much longer.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the league. I don't know what he's talking about.
And you had Intro to Computing with him.
Yeah, so if he does get kicked out, I think he'll be good. He's proficient in Microsoft Access.
Yeah, he knows attachments. He's fine. Microsoft
He'll be
Outlook.
good. So anyway,
That's
so
funny.
I'm like friends with Rodney Magruder, basically.
Oh, you guys are tight.
Yeah, way closer than him and Klay.
Yeah, tight.
And Klay. Yeah,
Nice.
tight. So,
But yeah, anyway, Bree and I were talking about it. She's like, what about like for my classroom, we use like a lot of like Google Slides, like Google Sheets. And I was like, oh, you're looking for a freak in the sheets.
freaking the sheets, yeah.
And it didn't land great in the church setting we were in.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to write this down though.
Honestly, it took me a second. Like I didn't calculate the joke. I just calculated the phrase when I first heard.
Graphing calculated, probably.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I was like, okay, I don't get it. And then I got back to the sheets. So maybe next time, freaking the spreadsheets. Is that too obvious?
It doesn't roll off the tongue as
No,
good.
it doesn't, yeah.
But I like spread.
Oh, okay. like peanut butter and jelly is what you mean. Like,
I
you
love
like spreading,
spreads. Yeah.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
a good table spread.
Oh, sure. Charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board. Did you see that viral video? Viral video? This old man just couldn't say charcuterie. He's like, coochie coo? They're like, no, Grandpa, stop saying that. Cooterie? He was like, jeez.
Dude, I obviously don't, I'm maybe I shouldn't say obviously, but I don't have TikTok anymore. But, you know, Reels is like the same thing. It's like people repost their TikTok.
Like, oh, you had a
there.
viral TikTok, post it on Reels.
And I did the other night, like spend like 30 minutes. I kept being like, okay, this is my last one I'm going to watch.
30?
30.
Dude.
Are you making fun of me because that's not that much, or is that's too much?
It's an enormous amount of time.
Oh, compared to a lot of, I've had people spend hours on there.
But not us, Brad.
Not, we're too good for that.
We're different.
Yeah, it was like 11:30, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bed 11:40, 11:45. All right, you know, whatever. Midnight hits. I was like, I gotta go to bed.
Okay, seriously.
So anyway,
How's
they
your
got
day?
some good stuff.
Slash week.
I've been so busy, which is a good thing. Day's been good. Aunt Cindy, shout out Aunt Cindy. She watched Hattie all day long.
Oh, the day long.
So Catherine got a lot of stuff done at the house. The week's been good. I wrote some stuff down.
Was Aunt Cindy the same one who was talking to you today?
About
BCD? You got this.
Aunt Cindy, BCD.
Blank.
Oh, yes. Yeah, my Aunt Cindy, as we were leaving. Well, first, I didn't even tell you this part of the story. So Aunt Cindy just has lots of random stuff at her house. She's an aunt, so she's got random stuff.
You have to.
And she's old. You know, old people just have stuff.
You have stuff.
And so Catherine's like, oh, when you're going over there,
Scoliosis, eczema.
yeah, crippling fear of COVID.
You got stuff.
And so, like Catherine, as we were going over there, was like, hey, will you see if she has an extra CD case? Catherine has a CD, doesn't have a CD case.
I need a CD case.
Catherine lives in 2002. Like, she's like, yeah, is NSYNC still popular or what? And so I was like, okay, I'm sure she did. And she was like, I actually do have a lot of those. She got me like 4 CD cases. And she's like, and I have a ton of blank CDs. Do you need them? And I was like, I don't think I can use them even if I wanted to. Like, I don't have anything that could even plug, like, you know, read a blank CD right now. That would be worthwhile. So, but then I told it to Catherine. She's like, oh,
Brad,
that would be amazing to have some blank CDs. I could copy some CDs that we play in the car for Hattie to have in her room. Because Hattie has a CD player, of course. Catherine's old, dude. She's old and she acts older.
She's in her 30s.
Like, she gets really frustrated really quickly at phone stuff. Like she'll like be looking at something and she's like, how do I do this? Like, we have a wireless printer. And she gets so frustrated with it sometimes. It's like, like she'll give up so quickly. And I'm like, you're 30 years old.
You got this.
Yes, we're good. We're at that perfect millennial stage where we're good with technology, but we still respect the old school. She's more on the old school side. So,
You think Aunt Cindy has any Pokemon cards?
no, I don't think so. She has a
Digimon?
I was gonna say GameCube. No, she has a Nintendo Wii still. Wii.
Not interested.
You like those videos, dude?
No.
Speaking of
Any viral TikTok sound, I'm out on. I do not like
one
it.
made me laugh a few times. I saw a few. Wii.
Nah, I'm out. I don't buy it. I don't buy TikTok
you don't
sounds.
buy any of them?
No, I don't buy viral TikTok sounds.
I do get kind of frustrated when it's like, that's not even your original audio here.
Oh
And
my gosh.
That's so much of TikTok. It's just like people redoing the same audio.
Oh yeah, this one comedian, Dustin Nickerson, he used to open for John. He like had all these TikToks going viral of his sound, but not him. People are just lip syncing his stand up comedy, and it's like blowing up.
And no one even, it's hard. Like, I can't figure out how to even get back to him.
They do a terrible job.
Yeah.
TikTok does. They do a lot of stuff right, but they do not do a good job of like showing off like, hey, this is not really theirs. This is fake.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, like all these videos are going viral, lip syncing his stand up comedy. I would be infuriated. That's really not cool.
It's not on the same level, but woodworking accounts.
No.
Like,
No.
Hey. I guarantee you people out there are like, oh, have you seen those woodworking videos, those cool epoxy tables or something? Yeah, people complain about those all the time. Like, I didn't get credit for this.
What do you mean?
There's like the big like at woodworking _memes, you know, and they post like to 300,000 people this video, but they don't give credit
These
to
are the
anybody.
people who like, they're like, no, we curate content. Like we know what's good and what's funny and we curate it. It's like, that's not a talent. You shouldn't get paid for that.
No, you absolutely should not.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. Like that's what meme accounts are on Instagram.
Yeah.
They just repost other people's jokes.
Right.
And then occasionally they'll do a brand deal. Like they make money off other people's jokes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. Not us.
Not us.
Not us. Freaking the sheets. That's all me, baby.
So anyway, yeah.
Bree, you're also my baby.
Oh, really?
Come back, Bree. Sorry I texted you that.
I don't have anything too crazy. We installed crown molding the other day.
You're kidding.
No. But like, listen to me real quick. Like, it's hard. It's hard.
Like, don't joke about this, dude.
It's actually pretty difficult.
I believe you.
And Isaac and I did it, and we did it really, really well. Like,
Nice.
Like as we were doing it, we were like, dude, we should do this like for real. Like,
you're like, hey, lift your head up, King. Your crown is falling.
oh,
and he's like,
let's
oh,
go,
crown molding,
let's go.
a joke. And like, you guys
Yes.
hugged.
Yes, King. And anyway, so I felt like really accomplished from that. So that was a big thing. Valentine's Day. We celebrated Valentine's Day.
You did.
With Minsky's Pizza. So zany. And Andy's ice
Heart-shaped,
cream.
rectangle, circle. Where'd you go?
I actually went circle because I was like, I think they rip you off a little bit with the surface area of the heart shape. What do you think? Oh,
I've never.
I kind of analyzed it.
I've never had a heart-shaped pizza.
I was like, surely it's the same box. And so how could it be as big of a, surface area? So I was like, I'm not falling for this, Minsky's.
Big Daddy ain't skipping on surface area pizza.
No way, baby. And then we watched Big Short, which I know you're a big fan of.
I watched it 2 weeks ago.
Catherine had never seen it, and this was my third time seeing it, I think. And so I was like, I'm going to be able to answer all the questions for her. And she paused it so many times and would ask me questions, and I would try to answer it. And then eventually she's like, why don't you just say I don't know?
Okay, so a CDA.
Yeah.
That's basically, why don't we just wait for the Jenga scene? Actually, that'll explain it.
Yeah. She's like, no, she would ask these questions, and we kind of got in an argument eventually because I feel like I was trying to be nice and like kind and explain it to her very elementarily.
Oh yeah.
But she was like,
okay, let's say you have a lemonade stand. She's like, stop at the lemonade stand.
No, she literally was like, I've been watching the movie the whole time. Of course I know this part of it. Like she's like, why is he making all this money? I was like, well, he's betting against the real estate. She's like, I know that. That's the whole point of the movie.
All right, this is the building blocks of my sentence. Hold on, let me finish.
And eventually she just goes, why don't you just say you don't know?
That's awesome. I can't wait for marriage.
Valentine's Day was so romantic, let me tell you. No, it was good. So
we watched a movie recently that was from the same guy who did The Big Short. Oh, what was it? And it was good. It had like it would like pause and like they would like narrate it for you.
Okay.
Man, I wonder what it was. I think I
do
watched
like
it
those
2 nights
they
ago.
break the fourth wall or whatever you want to call it.
It wasn't like the Selena Gomez at a blackjack table talking to you, but it was just like
oh, okay. It was just like
like
stopped.
a narration.
You're probably wondering why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like those.
Dang.
Those are always kind of a
You can't really
refreshing
Google
thing.
movie I just watched.
You could if you just watched it. How'd you watch it?
TV.
Oh God. Like on cable?
No, just like on our TV.
On a screen.
Flat screen.
Yeah, flat screen.
I'm texting Isaac and Harrison and just saying, what was that movie we watched?
Okay.
Movie we watched a couple nights ago. It's crazy how little I remember about this movie. Oh, this is sad.
You don't remember any of the details at all? Any of the actors.
Something's wrong with me.
Can you even picture a scene? Like, oh, it was outside when this happened. Or like they're on a racetrack.
Here's what I remember. I remember we watched Whiplash earlier this week.
Yeah.
I have that pretty well in my head.
Yeah.
I know last night I watched half of a movie called like a
Under the Tuscan Sun.
No, a movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay. Date night.
And then
Pain and Gain.
I don't know. Jeez, this is embarrassing. I have no clue anything that like happens to me in real life.
That's wild.
How do I not know anything about this movie other than like it reminded me of The Big Short?
Did you like it?
I think so. Yeah, I think I did. He was like, that was a pretty good movie.
So like what affected obviously
I don't know.
like nothing affected you from this movie. Like you liked it, but it did not sink in at all.
I know. How am I ever supposed to go to church and listen to a pastor? I watched a very visually engaging 2-hour-long movie and I don't know. Oh, got it. I'm going to text him. Never mind, boys. Never mind,
boys. It was Forrest Gump.
It was Vice.
Oh, okay.
I fell asleep for the last 20
Johnny
minutes.
Depp?
Not really.
Brad Pitt?
No. Christian Bale
Okay.
is Dick Cheney.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was thinking of something completely different.
That's okay.
Okay.
Gosh, all that just for this like,
Vice.
average movie.
It was Vice. Hey, Peter, it was Vice.
I liked it. And I don't think Isaac and Harrison really liked it, but I did. I thought it was interesting.
We did watch Whiplash together, and I feel like you didn't have the same strong emotions towards it as I did.
Correct.
Yeah, which is just bonkers to me.
I'm sorry.
It was so good. I was thinking about it again. And I was like, this is the best movie. But my mom said the same thing. She's like, why do you like that movie so much? So maybe it's me, but it's not. It's so good. But one of the highlights of my week, one of the highlights of our weeks, I think, maybe you do enough fun things. But Saturday night we had the K-Life Oscars event.
It was a time.
And it was the high school K-Life ministry that Jake used to work for, Catherine used to work for, and yeah, they had like this awards show kind of thing, and they asked us to host it, and we had seriously no context except for like we knew that there was certain categories. Is what they sent
they were
us.
like giving awards to kids for stuff.
We didn't know what to wear. We didn't know like what time to show up really until like pretty much right beforehand.
Like, are we going to get prepped before, or is like when do people show up? Brad texted 30 minutes. Like we were actually on our way.
Yeah.
And Brad said, "Hey, anything you could share with me now would be great. We have little to no idea what's happening."
Because I know what it's like on their end.
Like they're probably rushing
planning an
around.
event. Yeah, you're going to be doing all these stuff, and so we're like, let's not stress them out more. If they can give us stuff now.
You were like, "Send me a quick voice memo."
Yeah. And she's like, I'll just explain it when you get there. I was like, okay. And
this is the part where having a podcast where you sing quite a bit comes in handy. Because Claire goes, all right, now I have this idea. You don't have to say yes to it, but it kind of didn't make sense. She's like, we're giving away.
She was so vague about it. She was so vague about it.
One of the awards signed is best rap song. And which has nothing to do with the kids. It's just like, just what's the best rap song? Right. And it's going to go to Pop Star by Drake. Featuring DJ Khaled. With DJ Khaled, which I don't know if that was even that popular of a song. I guess
I'd never heard of it.
You didn't even know.
Well, whenever they said it, I was like, okay, I know that song. I was like, yeah. And then I realized I was thinking of Rockstar.
Oh, you meant Pop Star the song? I saw the Andy Samberg movie. I thought that's what you were talking about. I don't know. And so she's like, so Brad, I wrote a Kids Bop version of it. That's gonna be part of the show. We're like, but we have the Kids Bop version, and you
Kids
sing
Feels is what she called it.
A cover of that. And I was just like, this is how so many of the jingles go, where it's right before it's time, and Brad's got new lyrics to a song he doesn't really know, and he's like, let me just see if I can pull this off.
Yeah, but at least usually I've at least like listened to the song, and I was like, maybe I've heard it, and so listened to it a few times, had not once heard it.
Does not sound familiar.
And it's not like a very distinct sounding song either. It's like kind of mumbling. Like it's like that. Ooh, how am I supposed to learn this?
People will recognize a cover of this instantly.
She's like, no, people know it for sure. People will know it. I was like, okay. And so went for it, and it went pretty well.
It was amazing
because of how bad it was. Like,
no, it was awesome. So Claire, our friend, she's phenomenal on the piano. So she has these chords that she's playing on the piano. Brad is strumming along his guitar. I'm holding two microphones to Brad's face. And it's going pretty great. The kids are into it.
And before, like beforehand, I was like, do you mind? Because she kind of played the chords once when she was explaining this to us and told me what they were. And then she's like, she kind of sang it a little bit. I was like, do you mind just like kind of opening it and starting it, and then I can kind of add on? And that was pretty vague. I should have been more specific about this, because I meant for her to like start the piano and get the tempo going and start singing the first.
So that you can kind of know what's happening.
Exactly. Bit. And she did the piano great. But just kind of kept looking at me.
Anytime now.
And so I just kind of improvised. I was like, another one. To this like very somber, like acoustic, another one. We the best music. And start singing. And do you think they recognize the song?
I mean, thankfully we said this is going to be Pop Star Kids
did?
Bop version.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that helped. But, Brad's got this music stand quite a ways away from him, so he can't really see the lyrics that well. It's not his guitar, very tiny guitar strap.
Yeah, I looked like freaking Johnny Cash up there. Like it was like way up here.
We forgot to grab a mic stand, so I'm holding mics for Brad. So it's not an ideal setup.
Yeah.
And Brad's kind of going on, mumbling a bit. And then you decide to kind of raise it a couple octaves and start screaming a little bit.
Yeah, my thought process was like, I can either do pretty poorly at this and like not give it my all, or I could do poorly at it and give it my all, and it would actually be funny. There's that, which is also very similar to the jingles. You know what I mean?
So imagine a guy hitting about 1 in every 4 words correctly, who then starts singing louder and higher pitch, hitting the exact same ratio of words. Give a little sample of like what it sounded like.
Yeah. So like the first time it was like, I don't remember any of the words now, but it's like, I'll look them up real quick. Or it's like, I just remember caught up. Some
and I'm not a doctor.
Yeah,
helicopter.
Yeah.
You hit those words great.
Caught up. Doctor, I'm a pop star. And then I would kind of like do a little instrumental.
So
and
they're
I'd be
like kind of into it. They're still sitting down at this point, though.
And then I did what I called the Janis Joplin. So the raspy kind of. And I was just rocking it out, baby. And I looked ridiculous, by the way. Like,
we'll get into that later, I think. We'll get into that later. There's a lot of aspects to this. So yeah, Brad started to really get into it, like singing even higher, even louder.
And they were getting into it a little bit.
And then out of nowhere, this was like truly amazing to see. It wasn't even that funny. It was just more just like impressive, at least to me. I guess it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Brad just starts singing Let It Be. And Claire's just like going right along with him.
Yeah.
And then the crowd just like loving it. Like, next thing you know, like all their flashlights are up and just like waving it. And now Brad, dressed ridiculous, is singing Let It Be at this K-Live Oscars event.
Yeah.
It was just like this amazing transition that wasn't planned at all. And then okay. Yeah, maybe we should have gone into it. We need to, okay, now describe your Skit character and then the words that you started to say and Let It Be.
So like we didn't know what to dress up like. And I was like, I'm just going to look like kind of unintentionally, I tried to look like Jonah Hill's character from War Dogs. If you've ever seen, look up, hey, what's our guy's Justin? Sorry, Justin. Justin, put it in right now, a picture of War Dogs. Actually, put in picture of War Dogs, picture of me. War Dogs, me. War Dogs, me. War Dogs, me, together. So I basically kind of just look like Jonah Hill, like these like ridiculously huge, like woodworking glasses, like old school. And I just slicked back my hair and I had like this maroon blazer on. And when I got there, I hadn't even looked in the mirror yet. Like I was in such a hurry because that was right after the crown molding. I was on high in life, but like didn't have any time. And so when we first got there, I was just talking to Claire and Matt and like you, just like normally. And then I looked in the mirror and I was like, because we were trying to figure out what we were going to do.
Like, what's our shtick? Like, what are we going to do tonight?
I was like, we'll just figure out we can do different characters every time we come out or something. And I looked at myself, I was like, dude, I cannot be a normal person at all. I look ridiculous. And so long story short, we figured out that I was going to be like this kind of New Yorker guy. And we're like Santo Mac from episode 24.
The patrons know. The patrons got to see you.
Yeah. And so Santorini McCluskey from way back in the day on the podcast. And so I was just like this New Yorker guy, Santo Mac. And we didn't even explain the backstory, but the backstory was that I was there because I had to settle some gambling debt. So I was doing anything I could to get hired on. And so I think we said I was going to be a lawyer that was also a used car salesman.
Yeah.
We really emphasized used car salesman throughout it. So I was working for Sal Palantonio's Jeep Buick
and Mazda.
Yeah, which don't go together at all. And so while we were singing Let It Be, I changed it to Buy a Jeep. That was pretty funny.
Buy a Jeep.
Buy a Jeep. Yeah.
It was just amazing. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And Isaac told us afterwards, he's like, the people I was sitting next to, they were like, I can't believe I'm not paying money for this. Like during that part, they're like, this is incredible. I can't believe this was free. So,
it was really fun.
Whenever the Ghostrunners come on tour, Santo Mac's coming out. And he's going to look you in the eyes. He's going to ask you how your mom's doing.
Yeah, I had a few different taglines. And I kept asking Jake beforehand, like as we were kind of brainstorming.
Is that fine?
I was like, is that too much? You know, because I kind of forget, like not that we're inappropriate on the podcast, but like this is for high schoolers specifically. Like, is it wrong to ask how your mom's doing? Like, because that's what I kept asking. I was like, hey, how's your mom?
How's your mom, huh?
She's still doing Pilates 4 p.m. Mrs. Sadiston's. Oh yeah. How's your grandma? And then I would like point to like there was one boy like sitting with all these girls like, why are you over there? Did you fart? Did he fart? He farted, didn't he? You know, like I don't even know what my accent was, but anyway, it was so fun.
How's your mom? What kind of car she drive?
What kind of car she drive now? She need a new Mazda.
Does she drive a Mazda?
Hook her up with an RX-8.
Miata? What?
Yeah. It's Miata, but I kept calling him Miati.
Yeah.
I'll get her a nice Mazda Miati. It was so fun, man. And I wasn't looking forward to that very much at all. Like it was kind of like I'm looking forward to Sunday when I'm done with all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's what volunteering your time is about. That's why you do it.
Fair.
So you have something to not look forward to.
Right.
It's like, man, I'm going to do all this and not get paid.
Yeah. I was like, gosh.
And then you're happy you did it afterwards.
Yeah.
That's why you volunteer.
You're thankful for all the people all the high school kids you harassed that night.
I've only cried laughing at Brad a few times on this podcast, but he got me. Saturday night. Because, one, obviously this is not going to be new to you guys, but new to high schoolers. It's like, we have, because the time before you're like, hey, I'm thinking about becoming a comedian, huh? You think I could do it?
Yeah. So I gave him some $5 jokes.
The $5 jokes, which were good. And then the next time it came out, I'm like, you guys, Santo Mac has kind of announced that he's not just a comedian who just tells jokes. He also does impersonations. Would you guys like to hear some? So he starts doing the Patrick Mahomes, which is great. The kids are loving it. I think they were kind of like taking it back, like, whoa, this like sounds a lot like
I heard one guy go, this is actually good.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks, man.
Thanks, dude. And this is a cool throwback on the podcast. Like, who knows? 50 episodes ago, I talked about like this good memory. Our friend, Matt Ford, when he used to work at Canadien with me, he would mess with me when I was on the stage, and he would play this very cinematic, very emotional song from the movie Friday Night Lights, and then it would make my announcement. And we did it on the pod. We did it, we gave an example. Yeah. It was like, it turns any announcement into like a very dramatic one. And so Matt works for K-Life, and it was a total throwback. He puts that song on while Brad is talking about, pickleball with gals.
Yeah.
So then Brad just gets into this like halftime speech, gets like all these boys on their feet. They're having like this mosh pit.
Yeah, those guys played it up so well.
Yeah, they did great.
Yeah.
Because also like the end of your speech hit right when like the drums hit. It was beautiful. So it's already like, this is amazing. Like, how perfect is all this? This is awesome. And then
they like jumped up. Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, Santorino. That was amazing. How'd you do that? And you're like, I'm a little out of breath, from jumping with the boys. You got so excited about talking about jumping with the boys. And then I start laughing. And then you did the Jonah Hill laugh.
Yeah. For more, Justin put it in the Jonah Hill laugh. And I'll do it too. It's just like the and I did that probably 30 times. Not 30 times.
Kept doing
but
it.
10 times.
Sorry, I'm a little out of breath from partying with my boys.
My boys! That's what it's all about, is doing it with the boys. And we had talked about like multiple times, like, you should do the Jonah Hill laugh, and I kept forgetting. And then finally I remembered, like, near the end of the night. And I couldn't, like, Jake literally couldn't do it. You were just like,
I was paralyzed.
Oh man.
It was so funny.
That's a great movie if you haven't seen it. It's
War Dogs
fun.
is so underrated.
It's rated R, so
so
if you're a high school kid out there, don't watch it. You're crying a little bit right now.
Yeah. With the boys.
The boys. There's nothing like the boys.
Oh, gosh, it was a good time.
It was fun.
We got to get more people listening to the podcast. We can go on tour. That was so fun.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it. That was really fun.
Everyone tell 10 friends.
And it's just like one of those things where we had none of it planned.
No.
Like a little bit, I guess, right beforehand, you were like, okay, this time I guess let's do impressions.
Yeah.
Or this time let's do this. But it was just like.
Yeah. You killed it.
It was fun.
How's your mom?
How's your mom? Huh?
How's your mom?
She still bake those cookies on Tuesdays? Huh? She still, whatever. She still put the slice in the sandwich diagonal styles or what? Huh?
Cold, like
cold hoagies? Huh? It was just fun to mess around. So
just to be someone else.
Can we also? Is it too inappropriate to tell the audience impersonation suggestion of what I actually did?
Oh no, I meant to bring this up.
Talk about a gaffe. Oh man.
So the plan was we're gonna do Patrick Mahomes, Donald Trump, and then like an audience given impersonation.
Which don't do a Donald Trump impression with high school kids. That was a bad idea.
Now we know.
I think they were like, this is uncomfortable. This is not funny. So don't do that. They thought it was fine, but and then you were like,
no way, this is gonna go bad.
Yeah.
We need a suggestion for an impersonation for Santorino to do.
Yeah. So somebody goes, Jared from Subway.
I was like, oh.
And then somebody else yells, the baby, which is a rapper, if you didn't know. And well, not even dramatic irony, just didn't know.
Ignorance.
Yeah. I said, okay, this is okay. First of all, so the verbiage I'm going to use, I'll give an example of it, is like imagine if Patrick Mahomes was trying to impersonate Donald Trump. I would say, this is Patrick Mahomes doing Donald Trump.
That makes sense.
And so I'd be like, how would I do that? It's incredible. China. So anyway, I go, okay. In my like New Yorker voice, I was like, okay, this is Jared from Subway doing the baby. And all the kids just go, oh!
I was like, oh, no.
All these boys, unbeknownst to me, I had heard that Jared from Subway got in a little bit of trouble at one point The reason he was in trouble is because he was a little too fascinated with little kids.
With the children.
And so when I said Jared from Subway doing the baby,
Probably one of the worst sentences you could have said at that time.
and it was a ministry, high school ministry. So
Yeah.
fire me from my volunteer job if you want to. But man, that was a bad, and I didn't realize it until like after the show, like you and I went to Chick-fil-A and you were like, oh yeah, that was pretty funny because of Jared from Subway's, all this stuff. So I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Also, we probably can't even repeat this on the podcast, but probably your fifth sentence out of the gate was also a little interesting.
That one, whatever, man. Maybe we shouldn't do live shows because I would just say things I didn't mean. I meant to say yanking my chain or,
like, oh, you jerk.
Yeah. I don't know. What is like there is like a phrase that's similar.
Like jerking me around.
Jerking me around. Yeah.
Be careful, though.
Make sure you say around. That's all I'll say.
What do you?
So anyway, that was fun. Yeah, I forgot about that one. All those things to say. It was a fun time.
Good times.
So what else do you want to talk about? What's going on with you, man?
Had a good day, Brad. Long day, like very full day.
Sure. Those are always good.
Started by me waking up on the couch at 8 a.m. Kind of a, what am I? Where am I? What happened last night?
Okay.
Just, I guess I fell asleep during the movie. I just never woke up.
What movie?
It was the Mark Wahlberg one. No, I don't know what it's called. Amazon Prime.
Okay.
What is it called? All the Time in the World. Does that sound like a movie?
That sounds like a movie.
Okay.
It sounds like I've never heard of it, but it sounds like one.
That's definitely what it's called. I don't know.
Okay.
So fell asleep watching that. Woke up, and I believe I wrote down in my notes this morning, Goosehead, like podcast notes.
Really?
Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, yes. I think it was one of the challenges of like things we need to say randomly.
Oh, dang it.
Goosehead.
I am not even kidding. I was like, okay, I know I wrote this down for a reason, but it was like when I first woke up, like I do not know. Dang, I need to speak in full sentences in my notes.
I'm surprised you don't. That's an Excel person would. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
I think so. You're more thorough. So that's pretty PowerPoint of you, dude. That's your bullet point kind of guy.
Sorry, Bree.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bree. Dang, yeah, for life of me, I was like, what is Goosehead mean?
Goosehead.
So I did that first thing this morning. Went over to Trey's house. We shot a little behind the scenes video, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And then I got to be in a video today, which is a good time. Got to be a 17.
Does he film or does what's his name?
Derek was filming behind the scenes, so he filmed Trey filming me. I got to be a 1776 bartender. So just said a lot of like, misogynistic things towards women.
But like the 17, like that video Derek filmed or Trey filmed?
I mean, I filmed most of it, and then Trey filmed me at the end.
Thank you.
Derek is always filming the behind the scenes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it was fun.
17. What was the other? What is that? The whole theme of the?
It's like if 2020 and 2021 like met at a bar, like the 2 years.
Oh, okay.
It's like, hey, how are you doing? What do you do? And 2020 is like, I'm actually retired. I had like a heck of a career.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's clever. It's pretty fun. And then I come in. We needed the video to be a little longer. It's like, who are you? And it's like, oh, I'm 1776. And
oh, sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was good. We have some big plans coming up soon. And then, went home, edited, went straight to pickleball with Scott because Isaac's back hurts. Tonight's the tournament at Chicken, like the end of league tournament. It went well. We lost to the people who are better than us. So, it happens.
It does. That is always okay. To lose to somebody that's better than you.
Who's been playing longer.
Yeah.
I feel like Joel Embiid in high school. It's like,
or college even.
I just started this.
Yeah.
But I feel like, hey, you give me a few more years.
Right.
Then I'll be fine.
Like I'm gifted. I just have not done this as long as you have. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I just touched a basketball last year for the first time.
Right. Like literally that's a great parallel because Joel Embiid was a soccer guy growing up and then he's like, basketball? You were a basketball, football, baseball guy. And then all of a sudden you're like, pickleball? Yeah. So, okay. So that's how I felt about the Chiefs, but in reverse. Like the reason that we lost the Super Bowl was so frustrating to me because it was like, if we lose and we play a good game, it's one thing. But we did not play anywhere near what we were supposed to in the Super Bowl. So I'm glad that you didn't feel like the Chiefs.
No, I didn't feel like the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I get talking to this guy who I barely know. Like I know his first name. Still don't even know his last name. But just like we were sitting next to each other. So I struck up a conversation. Hey, haven't seen you around in a while. Like, what have you been up to? He's like, well, I had to go to Europe for the past 6 months. I was like, oh, wow.
6 months.
I was like, 6 months ago. I was like, that had to be pretty tough to get to Europe at that point in time, right? And he's like, well, it was with the military. I was like, oh, well, I guess that makes it easier.
Okay.
I was like, what's your involvement with the military? And he goes, Air Force. I was like, oh, wow, like that's awesome. Like I had no idea. And I was like, what country were you in? He goes, Afghanistan. I'm like,
whoa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And then at this point, I start to almost feel bad. Like, I don't even know what's really going on, but I'm curious. But I'm sorry. I don't know enough about foreign affairs to know like what's going on with us in Afghanistan right now. Like, what are you doing? And he goes, technically, I'm there to shoot bad guys. I was like, no way. He's like, but we are very like, we want to get our guys and get out of there. We don't want to cause anything. We don't want to even like respond to anything. So it's like, even when they shoot at us, we just kind of look the other way.
What?
I was like, shoot at us.
What do you mean? Yeah, expand on that.
He was like, the Taliban, they just hate anyone being there. Like Americans, Brits, anyone. Like anyone who's there, the Taliban, they consider us all infidels and they will shoot at us. I was like, so it's like still dangerous. He's like, oh yeah, anytime you leave the base, it's dangerous. Like, and now you're playing pickleball? Like what?
Shoot at us?
Shoot at us.
If somebody's shooting at me, I don't care what my orders are. I'll shoot back.
He looks the other way.
That is not very American of us.
Well, he is German.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. His name's Sven.
Really?
Yeah, he said he's from Germany, but now he
Interesting.
plays for us.
Okay.
He got traded.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Kind of like Dirk Nowitzki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's the Dirk of
He's a
pickleball.
Maverick now.
Oh,
Air Force.
Boom, boom, boom.
Pun.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a fun conversation, and they did that right before this. I'm
Interesting.
fresh off the Sven talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy about all that.
I know. I was like, I just watched War Dogs, so like I know about the Triangle of Death.
Oh.
I didn't say that.
Bad. Oh, what a great movie. Yeah, we won't give anything away. That's crazy. One of my friends is in Afghanistan, but he can't tell me like anything else. Like, and it's just like, dude, that's crazy. That's like he can't tell me exactly where he is or anything like that. So,
jeez.
Anyway, I played Catan last night for the first time since 2018.
Did you see your box?
Yes, I need to talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know anybody that plays Settlers of Catan or any board game. Every time on my box that I have, my board, anytime anybody wins, we sign the box. I don't know if that's a normal thing or not. Do you think it's normal?
I don't know if it's a normal thing or not.
I think it's fun. My sister did it always growing up, and so kind of carried on the tradition. But there was a name on there that was signed without me playing, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh.
I don't really care, but then I said something, and Gunnar affirmed it. He was like, yeah, I wouldn't really like that either. I was like, okay, then I do have a little bit of feelings about this. Because it's like I lost, because it was Harrison, not Harrison Pollard, but Harrison Petrick. I never know. Is it Petrick? Petrick?
No one knows.
Okay. Harrison Patrick.
He's
And
born in Germany.
Sven Petrick. Yeah, he signed it, and I was like, okay. I guess, whatever. It was fine. But
I'm currently playing Harrison at chess. We were going back and forth playing chess.
Oh, really?
Haven't lost yet, but I really don't want to sign my board.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine if I were playing Harrison and I signed your board.
That's not cool.
No, it's not cool. Anyway, but
I almost got to sign the board. Did he tell you?
No.
I got to 10 points on the special buy, but you can't win off of special buying.
Right.
So I had to wait till it was my turn, and he won in between there.
Oh, wow.
Brutal way to lose.
Is that how it works? Is that how it works with the special buy? I thought it was like you can't buy something to win on a special buy. Like you have to wait till it's your turn. Maybe I'm wrong, though.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Catan-faqs.net.
Either
Use it
way.
all the time. Anyway,
Either way, I lost.
I made a quick list, though, of stereotypes of Catan players.
Okay.
It's going to be great for people that play, not so great for other people. So we'll go quick. Stereotype number 1. Guy that assumes the other person's winning right away. So like you get 4 points and like, guys, don't trade. Do not trade with Jake. Jake has 4 points. He's going to win.
What are you doing?
Oh, it happens to me all the time.
When in reality, the first person to get to 9 points is probably not in good shape.
No, I always say it's hardest to close. Like anybody can get to X amount of like 7, 8, 9 points.
Yeah.
It's always the hardest to get that last one.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. Second one, guy that trades at the end of the game. So basically the opposite.
Like, don't. Oh, yeah. Who did this? Isaac, I think, did this because he was hungry and wanted lunch.
No, I will. I would have lost. There's actually somebody in my life that has done that. It was like 12:30 at night, and he was like this. He's not an old man, but he has an old soul, and he's like literally, he traded 7 cards for 1 card.
Oh.
He literally goes, dude, I don't care. I just want to go to bed. And I was livid at this guy. Like still to this day, like his legacy is tarnished with me.
Yeah.
So
it may not have been Isaac, But someone did that and I was like, that was a good trade. And she has 9 and we're all about to win. No one's trading with anyone here.
Yes, exactly. Like everyone knows like there's an embargo. Is that the right word?
It's great. I used it several times.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's tariff embargo. I don't know what all of them mean, but
Tariff is tax.
there's an embargo on this, like don't trade with them. And that was actually one of the biggest fights of our first year of marriage.
Good. Get it out of the
Catherine
way.
was just learning and she had like 4 points and she's like, no, this will be good. This is good for me. I need these cards.
Catherine, you're so selfish.
I'm like, you don't understand. He's going to win if you trade him these cards. And she like, oh man. And so like, literally that was like, we were so mad at each other for that. So
good.
Okay. Another guy that goes for the longest road the whole game, like just like spends all his time just going for the.
All right. I need wood and I need brick every turn.
I'll trade you, 3 ore and 2 wheat. Yeah, sure. No problem. And then this one's like classic, like my cousin Corey back in the day. He was always a little bit younger than us. Guy that asks for trades that aren't possible and just takes like and like holds grudges because of it. It's like literally like there's no ore literally nobody has ore and he'd be like, can I trade a sheep for an ore? And everybody would like be quiet. He's like, well, I guess no one wants to trade with me.
Okay,
fine,
cool. Nobody trade with Corey.
Cool, yeah. Gosh.
It's like, dude, pay attention.
And he's like, well, I'm going to use my robber then. And he puts it on the ore. And it's like, you're part of the problem. Anyway, guy that buys a ton of development cards, also just kind of similar. Like you're not, I feel like you don't usually win by just storing up the D cards.
That's what I had to last game. I was in a brutal spot and then I did get to 10 points first.
It worked?
It can work, yeah.
Okay, did you sign my box?
I would never ask your B.
Thank you. Unless you're playing with me.
Unless I'm
peeing
with P. Why?
Yeah. 2 more. Guy that pretends to do a trade, but really just gives you the same card back to you. This is the classic McDonald trade.
This is a Catan comedian.
Isaac McDonald, Eli McDonald. Anybody have wood? Yeah, I got wood. Okay, I'll trade you a brick for it. He's like, okay, cool. He puts it upside down and it's like, this is brick. We're
Yes.
Isaac thinks it's so funny when that happens. And then the last one is guys that make puns about the resource cards.
Oh, this happened.
Anybody have any ore?
Or what? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is happening a lot Saturday.
You roll it, you roll a 6 and you have sheep on the 6, like not bad. Like oh, good one.
Yeah. Wheat, is that even legal yet?
Oh yeah.
Good one.
Maybe in Colorado, stoner. Yeah, so
those are good.
Those are my Catan stereotypes. If you want to make a video, is it going to go viral with Trey? Go ahead.
No. I'll tell you what. I had an idea tonight. Someone else tagged me in another, like multiple TikToks with like the beach ball act thing are now going viral.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to make a TikTok being like, hey, been seeing all these go viral. Look at me doing this in like 2013.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it with an exercise ball. I did it with a little beach ball, which is harder.
Yep.
Did it on a stage. I was wearing a tutu.
Yep.
And I did this move.
Yours was longer than the ones I've seen too.
Thank you.
Theirs were probably like 45 seconds to a minute. I feel like yours was easly 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 220 or so. But yeah, the one
it's like 226 or so. I mean,
I think it's like 219 if you count the intro and outro music. But yeah, it's 3.5 million likes when I got tagged in today. That's like a pretty massive TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I haven't been on TikTok in a long time. Have you gotten any more viral ones? I feel like the first one you did was like 1 million, 2 million, whatever.
I will say I haven't been on. That was an Instagram TikTok that someone sent. They sent me a link to TikTok.
Okay.
I haven't been on the TikTok app in probably 2 weeks, and I definitely haven't posted in months. So I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make one.
You're gonna do it.
Maybe.
Okay.
I say that a lot, and then I don't.
It's easy to say that.
Thanks. I'm making other videos, baby.
Yeah.
A lot, actually.
Just a few. Cool.
All right, Brad. What do you want to talk about? I got a few things written down. Zillow, Canada, Plumber.
I want to hear about
Plumber number 3.
Yeah. Oh, number 3.
Yeah. Let's call him Ondrew.
Okay, with an O?
Ondrew with an
Ondrew.
O. Yeah, Ondrew.
Ondrew. This sounds like you want to talk about Canada. Ontario, Drew.
Talking about.
Yeah.
Ondrew. I don't know why that came to mind.
That's great.
Ondrew came over, and once again, he's like, hey, I'm here for, shower. I'm like, okay, are you like pretty filled in? Not really. Okay, dang it. Let's do this again. All right, so it's leaking. They determined it's a pretty serious leak. You're gonna have to like drill into the wall. He's like, oh, really? He's like, all right, let me go out and get some tools. I'm like, man, I feel like there should be like someone else communicating this with you. Like, good thing I remember what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And he comes in, he's like, okay, so describe the leak to me. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, they said it's something with the pipe behind the wall. He's like, oh, that's right. I do remember it's something with the shower head, right? I'm like, I mean, it's not he got me a new shower head, but no, it has nothing to do with the shower head. He's like, no, I'm talking about the shower head, like in the pipe. I'm like, Okay, if we're gonna talk plumber terms, talk with your plumbers. All right, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Sure.
I didn't know there's a second head.
That does kill
This
me.
is the Medusa of
whenever like
appliances.
people just think that we should know. Like the reason you're here is because I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a mechanic sometimes will be like, yeah, your rotary valve on here, and the dipstick and dipstick. Look at the way it measured on this.
Do you want to
like,
go 3/4 or half?
I was like, oh,
Dude, what do you recommend?
and it's totally like you have to be like, yeah, totally. Whoa, that's crazy. Every once in a while I have the courage to be like, sorry, actually, what does that mean? Like,
Yeah.
but most of the time it's just like, so yeah, like, oh, the shower head. No, you idiot. I'm talking about the shower head inside. That's like this little tiny thing that we don't know about unless you watched, unless you went to plumber school.
Yeah, so like right off the bat, I'm like, dude, just do it. Just make it happen.
Yeah.
But he does make it happen. He goes very quick and efficiently, and he comes back down probably 20 minutes later. I'm in the middle of watching Tiger King. Just felt like I was just in the mood that day.
Oh, really?
I got a Chipotle burrito, and I was like, what's on these? The Office is off Netflix. I don't have like a go-to thing just put on for 15 minutes while I'm eating. I was like, let's throw it back real quick to Tigre King.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about Tiger King, and he's like, you're good to go. Well, we'll need someone else to come back out here and like patch up the drywall, like the hole that I put in the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can still shower in it. Just don't splash up in there. So I guess he's more a sheetrock taker downer, not really a sheetrock putter upper.
Yeah. That's fair.
So now another guy, yeah, it does make sense. Another guy is coming to like patch that. Who knows when he'll be here?
and he'll be like, whew, you got a hole there.
Huh. So okay. I've seen a hole above the shower head. No. Oh, which shower head are you talking about? Okay,
Yeah. That's so crazy. Like, yeah.
But it's fixed. I've been showering in my own shower now. It's nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
So plumber saga is over with.
Nice. And
Yeah.
there's no leaking down below.
No, not that I know of. We're
so
good.
did you figure out like specifically what do you think it was just a leak in this shower head thing?
Yeah, he said whoever remodeled the bathroom didn't fully like screw in something. There was something, plumber
It
talk.
is like a flip house, I think. Like,
yeah, it seems like very newly renovated.
yeah, I love it. That's like the go-to. Like, I'm just gonna blame whoever did it before me. Like that's that's wonderful. Like, oh yeah, hey, no, gosh, these guys that did the floors before me, you should have seen them.
Idiots.
I don't know why they did this. That's the classic. I don't know why they looking at it. I don't know why they did this.
I wouldn't have done it that way.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, it's just funny. I've never just heard somebody be like, no, that makes complete sense why they did it this way. It's very smart, like very ingenious of them.
The electrician you had beforehand is a genius.
Right. Yeah.
They will never say that.
Electrical is always the ones like,
A lot of
man,
idiots.
this thing is all kinds of crazy.
I mean, this is dangerous.
yeah. I would really probably get this whole thing checked out.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to do that.
Also get your oil changed. Okay.
In the rotary girder. That's good. Okay. I have a new I don't buy it.
Okay. I got it. I don't buy it.
Okay. So this past week, pretty much, actually I saw a stat, but it was pretty much the entire United States was freezing.
Yeah.
And specifically, I saw this stat that was like the Midwest is like the coldest place on Earth today, which is, did you see that?
Dude, this is right where my I don't buy it is too.
Okay. I'm excited to hear what yours
Yeah.
is about it. But it was like it showed you like Russia and Antarctica and all these different things. It was like the color map was like coldest.
We are the coldest.
Yeah.
We did it.
So here's my I don't buy it. And it's kind of more of a flexible, vague idea, but I don't buy super cold. And let me tell you what I mean by that.
This is not what mine was.
Okay, good. So it was like, I think it got down to like negative 10 or 15 at one point this week in Kansas. And obviously that's cold, but I think, let's say the number is 38 degrees. I think anything below 38 degrees, I'm not doing anything outside. I'm not like beyond just like walking to my car, going out to eat. Like I'm not socializing outside at 38 degrees. Maybe 39, I'll put on some layers and go play pickleball. Probably not, but you know what I mean? And so it's like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's that much colder because when you're outside for that short of a time from like walking, and I have remote start, I'm not trying to brag, but
Yeah.
I have remote start on my car. And so it's warm when I get in there. So it's like from walking from my door to my car door is not that bad. People that complain about super cold weather, or even really just people like Canadians, Minnesotans that think they're so hard for like, oh, it's like negative 10 here. It's the exact same feeling for 20 degrees. I think it's all about, I guess, the wind chill. The wind chill is a little bit different. Like that makes it a little bit worse, but most of the time I don't buy it. Like there was times where I needed to go inside from my shop and I just had a t-shirt on. I just walked in it. It wasn't like, this is terrible. So I don't buy it.
I have a lot to say.
Okay.
first, I'm pretty sure Spencer Shipley, listener of the pod, he said something like this to me this week. He's like, can you feel a difference in like 35 and 15? You know, like cold is just cold.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's him that we had that conversation.
And
I was like, I think I can kind of tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, like this week we had some weeks, which I haven't had these like since like walking to class in college, where like you inhale and you could feel your nose hairs kind of freeze up.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's cold.
It does take your breath away. I will say that. Yeah.
So in your specific life, it doesn't affect you that much. But think how many people like have to take their dog out or
Yes.
who are like, walking to class in
Yes.
college. Like there's a
Yes.
lot of people who have to do stuff outdoors.
No. I'm not like disputing, like if you're out there longer, obviously you're going to feel it more one way or the other. But yeah, in my life, it's like, this isn't that different. But like the difference between 20 degrees and 0 degrees seems to me to be like way less significant than 80 degrees and 100 degrees. You know what I mean? Like if it's that's a difference to me.
Yeah, I guess. I just feel like the last 2 weeks have just been so brutal because it's never gotten above freezing. So just everything is still frozen.
Right. Like
Everything.
Like, yeah.
Everything on your cars, like it's just your houses.
Yeah.
I can feel like you can tell a pretty big difference when it's, -3 out, like how cold my living room is.
That's the thing. It does make your heater work a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like it hasn't affected me that much. And I'm not trying to be like, obviously there's other people that are affected. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just like, I don't buy it. I don't buy that like the cold is that bad. I think I don't like the winter. I'm excited for warm weather, but I don't think if it were 35 degrees this week that my life would be drastically different.
Wasn't today awesome when it was snowing and sunny at the same time? I've never seen that before.
I don't remember. I don't think I noticed that.
Oh, it was like 12:30. Trey
Really?
and Derek and I were freaking out. Like, this is awesome. Like,
is
if
cool.
you could have rainbows in the snow, we would have seen it.
I do love the way snow looks. Like it's just so idyllic.
Good word.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just nice idyllic. I was getting in the truck on the way over here, and there was like this patch of snow that was like completely clean, like no one had touched it.
I like how bright it is at night with the snow.
Yes, I walked outside last night like 6:30, and it was like it felt like summer.
You could see what animals have been in your yard.
I was about to say that too. There's like some crazy tracks every once in a while. It's like,
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm in the burbs.
Yeah.
We got deers and rabbits.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a whole different ecosystem at night.
Yeah. Brewing with life.
I tell you what.
My I don't buy it is weather related, and it's the sun.
Oh,
I don't buy what's going on. The sun is just, I know we live on an earth that spins and is on an axis and is rotating and orbiting around the sun. But just like, we're always 93 million miles away from it. Like, how does it just get so cold? But I'm going to Phoenix in 2 days and it's going to be 75. That's
It's
not
crazy.
that far apart.
yeah. It's
How?
crazy.
And
I
I
don't
know
know.
there's answers to it.
No, yeah,
but it
this-
just doesn't make
We
any
are not
sense to me.
science people at all. Yeah.
I just don't buy the sun. I think there's a master thermostat and God has control of it and he's got the key and he won't let anyone else have it. And he's just like the jet stream, don't buy it. That's not real.
What is that? I don't even know what that really
Low
means.
pressure, high pressure, don't buy it. It's just God and a thermostat. That's all it
crank
is.
it up, baby.
He's just making decisions. Like, let's have Kansas City be like the coldest spot in the world. Like, that'd be awesome. We've never done it before.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
That'll be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't buy it.
I just been very confused. Like, it's just so cold, but I can see the sun and it looks the same. Look, it's still 93 million miles away, but I'm so cold.
I will say, and maybe it's a mental thing, but it felt warmer. This is going to sound so stupid. It felt warmer yesterday when the sun was really out.
Yeah.
But of course it's warmer.
That's a great point.
But like literally the temperature was like the same, I think, or like negative something, but it felt warmer with the sun out.
I like it in the car because you don't have to turn your heat up as much when the sun is out. It's nice.
Yes, dude. So
Nice.
anyway, I just think that's relatable to almost everybody right now. I know there's people in like Florida, they're like, no, it's been awesome here. But like everywhere else is just dying right now.
Everyone's cold.
So anyway.
Speaking of weather, just one last quick thing. Did you see the Weather Channel had a tweet like 3 weeks ago or so? It was like, good news, everyone. Winter is almost over. February is going to be the warmest February ever for the United States.
No way.
Yeah. Like Farmer's Almanac
Interesting.
probably had that more correct than they did.
I wonder how, yeah, I wonder, what if they're right though, still? Maybe? I don't know. Probably not. But what, because like next week's supposed to be really warm, I think. Like 50s, 60s in Kansas City.
No.
I think.
All right, let's still talk about the weather.
Anyway, that's great. No, can I say one more thing? The other day when it was like negative or whatever, it was the coldest it had been in Kansas City since 1989, aka the coldest it had ever been in Kansas City in my whole life. That's kind of crazy. Coldest day of my life. Coldest day of my life.
That's crazy.
That's cool to be like, this is the coldest day of my life.
This is the coldest day of my life.
Guys, you get it? I was born in 1990. Whatever. Never mind. I don't want to. I'm
Is it about the weather?
self-conscious. No, it's not about the freaking weather, dude.
We
Why would
can't-
I ever talk about that?
I can't do Canada next because that
Okay,
somewhat insinuates the weather. So,
Our friend Kirsty Swick
oh, okay.
sent us something the other day. She works for a real estate company. I don't know. I think she has a lot of hats that she wears. I mean, she has Spirit Day hat. She has, cowboy hat. But one of the things that she does is she hires people, or at least for this job. And she sent us a little snippet of this guy's resume. I assume it's a guy. Actually, I don't know. First of all, his work experience, it's just an amazing resume. It looks like, so his last place he worked was called Illist LLC.
It's like idyllic.
Yeah. Illist. He was a an illustrator.
He was a designer.
Designer and illustrator. I just love the name Illist. Yeah, I worked. So can you tell me about your past experience with Illist?
Oh, we the illest.
Oh, let me tell you, it was the illest. And then he lists some of his special skills. So let me just tell you. First of all, he gives him his Myers-Briggs and his Enneagram, INFJT, advocate, and an Enneagram, type 5, type 2, type 7. I don't know how the Enneagram works, but I thought there was only 2. I feel like he just kind of chose. He's like, that kind of sounds like me too.
What do you mean only 2?
I feel it's like 5 wing X,
And they're supposed to be right next to each other. He said 2,
Yeah.
5, and 7.
5, it says type 5 / type 2 / type 7.
This guy's just picking lotto numbers
I think
and calling him
he's
his
just
Enneagram.
talking about his diabetes. Like, I don't know. So, but then he gives
Are
his
people,
skills.
is that what like people are doing nowadays? They're putting like their personality types on their resume?
I think this is a little bit of a casual resume, which I have fondness for.
Okay.
Because the last part is his kind of special skills. It looks like he has here. So we got rebuilding classic cars.
Okay.
Okay. Bicycling.
Okay.
Sure.
That's a classic car.
That's a fun thing to do. Crashing concerts.
Oh, James, you dog.
Whoa! I don't think you have a ticket. I know. That's my skill.
That's one of my skills, though.
And then you're like, how does he get in? I think it's because of this 4th skill, ventriloquism.
He put that on his resume.
Ventriloquism.
Yes.
I don't think this guy got the job.
This guy is just hoping that they ask. Oh, so I see ventriloquism on your resume. He's like,
So
oh, yep.
So tell me about your time with the illest. It was dope. He's got like his little puppet over here. It was insane.
Do you know how ventriloquism works?
Yeah.
There you go.
I know. It's
You're like, no, it's just you have a puppet and then you just talk
No, I get
via
it.
the
I get
puppet.
it.
Yeah.
It is kind of ventriloquism is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, I met one in real life once.
The doll or the ventriloquist?
The doll. What do you mean?
How did it?
What do you mean the person?
No, like the little you don't know?
What are you talking about?
It's the guy, like there's somebody like controlling the doll.
Oh, like a robot.
Kind of like a jet stream for no, it's just like this guy is actually like talking, but the doll is moving his mouth.
But no, his mouth is closed.
Right. That's what's so crazy about it is like
He is doing that inside of his mouth.
he's doing it inside of his mouth. And that's what's so crazy about it. Like, but have you ever noticed like the doll's never that far from him? And, and the doll never talks about
Because he
this
controls
guy?
it with his leg.
No, dude. He controls it with his mouth, I think.
Oh.
Now you
Dang.
got me doubting it.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Dang, that is impressive. No wonder he put it on his resume.
Yeah, it is kind of, it really is kind of like, how did they get so loud? Like, try to get as loud as you can right now and say any kind of word without opening your mouth.
Oh, what's up, bro?
You open your mouth so loud or so big, you go, "What's up, bro?"
Well, this is my first time
I
trying
know.
ventriloquism.
How do you do that? You try to get off the side of your.
Why? There's some people I've seen, they can like sing with their mouth closed. Have you seen that?
No.
That's impressive.
That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking of it now.
It's so
How do
hard.
you keep your mouth closed?
I don't
Talk?
know.
There's gotta be certain words that are
I think
easier.
they definitely like. I bet they have their mouth like just slightly open so it doesn't look open. Like, yeah, that's
How do
good.
How do you do it?
I don't know. I don't know how you don't. All right, just say.
All right, you try.
Say Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops.
I'm just making noise.
That was kind of good. Tell me something else to say.
Let's go to the market.
Let's go to the market.
Your mouth is open.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like just barely. Okay. Just like I want to just like be open enough where like the wind can get through it. Right.
Okay. These are nice headphones.
These are nice headphones. These are nice headphones.
Your bottom lip is just like blowing out.
Yeah, I know. These are nice headphones. I hope you guys love this. I hope you love it.
Wow, this is hard. I might be worse at this than I am singing.
Hire Kirsty. Get this resume back
guy.
and hire the illest.
Maybe with your teeth. Hey.
Oh.
How are we doing today, everybody? Everybody's tough.
And that would also be the crazy thing. He's like, you can't react. You have to have this guy react. So the whole time you just have to be like, what did you say? I said, do the thing, you crazy thing. Whoa.
We got to get a ventriloquist on the pod.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of that, what
I
happened
think
to the
they're in
flat
high
earther?
demand. Oh, you really want to get that guy?
I was down.
Really?
Yeah, I was down.
Yeah, we got some guy like contact us.
It seemed like a good conversation. I went back and read it.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of mess with him. Did you see what I said? I forget.
Tell everyone.
I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something like vaguely, like kind of messing with them. Like, do you remember? Like,
Maybe this is the part I didn't even see, but they were just like, "Hey, so what do you think? You want to have Brian on the pod?" And Brad's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Oh yeah.
And this guy's like, "Hey, I'm just here to follow up." And Brad's like, "Have we talked before?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm just following orders, man." And Brad's like, "I don't really know what's going on."
Yeah, and then I tried to say something kind of along the lines of like, "Can you?" Or he's like, "What are your guys' thoughts?" And I was like, "I don't really know. What are your guys' thoughts?" Or something like, I don't know. It was something like that. And they were just like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Never mind."
Should have provoked him a little bit. Like, this is one of the strangest DMs I've ever had in the entire globe.
Yeah. Right. This out of the whole wide round world, I don't know if I've ever heard anything like this.
I mean, I could go to Antarctica and back before I hear something this weird.
But yeah, this guy this guy really, I don't know. If you want to have him on, we'll have him on.
I think it'd be awesome.
Okay. We'll do it.
We should have more guests that are like very strange.
I think ventriloquists and flat earthers are a good place to start.
I want to get one guy who's both.
Oh, this guy seems like he was a mixed bag. Like I went on his Instagram account, and it wasn't just about flat Earth. It was like every conspiracy. Honestly, if we met with this guy, I want to ask him, is there any conspiracy theory you don't believe in? Because it seems like he believes in every single one of them.
Anything you've ever heard. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's real.
At least according to his Instagram, he kept posting all these different things.
Did he talk about the moon landing? Because that was mine.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this guy then. We're on the same page. I'm glad we faked it.
I'm just going to laugh awkwardly the whole time during that interview. I'm just going to be like, I don't know what to tell this guy.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
I'm not good at being like, you're dumb, you're wrong.
No, I wouldn't ever say that.
That's what I would be thinking though.
Well, I mean, that's what living life is like. You don't say the things you think. You find other ways to say things. All right. So this week, Trey and I'm so sorry. Trey and I had a fun Zoom call with a girl that we're going to be making a video with, Julie Nolke, I think was her name. She's been blowing up on YouTube this year, had like a #1 trending video on YouTube and is like really popular, but she's Canadian. And so we're going to make a video with her about like the US versus Canada kind of thing. And so I learned a lot about Canada. Honestly, we should have just recorded the Zoom call because it was pretty funny.
Really?
Like she would just like talk in this accent like, oh yeah, we'd like pack our bags. And you're like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, we could do an accent thing. She's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like you just said bags. And she's like, what are you saying? We're like, bag. She's like, I hear no difference. I was like, this is hilarious.
She doesn't even recognize the difference?
Didn't even recognize the difference.
Oh, that's interesting. I just assume that they say it, but they know what they're saying like that.
And it was so funny. Trey was like, so I'm from Oklahoma. Like, do you know Oklahoma? She's like, yes, I know Oklahoma. I live in Toronto. And so we just kept giving Trey such a hard time. Like, she's not like some foreign exchange student.
Right.
Like, she knows more about us.
Oklahoma. Yeah, like saying it slowly for her.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's good.
It was so funny. But I learned a lot about Canada, and you'll see a lot of it in the video. But Brad, I had a few trivia questions about Canada that I want to ask you.
Let's do it. I'm going to fail at this.
Brad, what is a beaver tail?
A beaver tail is like, instead of putting those cow Rocky Mountain oysters on the back of your truck, you put a beaver tail on the back. It's like
a trailer hitch.
It's like what Chevy Silverado guys put on their cars, to like show that they're a little bit more country.
That's a good guess. What if I said, ooh, tomorrow, Brad, we should get some beaver tails in the morning?
Pancakes?
Donuts.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Like maybe like Long John donuts.
Maybe.
Beaver tails I feel like are Long John shaped.
I think they are shaped in like a beaver's tail. Shape.
Oh, okay.
All right. What does the term skookum mean?
Skookum.
It's slang.
It's like a prank, but it's like a nice prank. So like
Guten Prank.
Let's go skook this guy by washing his car. Let's skook him. Let's go skook him.
He comes outside. Whoa, did my car get waxed?
I've been skooked.
You skookum's me.
Yeah.
Kind of close again. This
Really?
is something that's like really well built.
Oh,
Like
skookum.
this chair is pretty skookum.
Wait, how do you spell it?
Skookem.
Okay, I was
Sorry.
thinking something else.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
I was thinking-
CK?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Wow,
Brad.
skookum is an adjective.
Yeah. It's like, this is nice.
This
This is
is
skookum.
skookum.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
You could come over. I got a skookum rocking chair.
that sounds so unnatural. This thing is skookum. Like I deliver Dallas Custom Creations table and they're just
Skookum us
they're
around.
putting their hand around it. Oh, this. Like I've had factory tables all my life, but this is skookum.
This is skookum, eh?
Whew.
She said A a lot.
Not the opposite of skookum.
Brad, what is the Garberator?
Garberator. Garberator is the ice maker, but the ice maker specifically for Tim Hortons coffee shop.
Nice.
So it's like, hey, Patrick, did you fix the Garberator, or is everyone just going to have lukewarm soda pop?
They do call it pop. They don't call it soda up there.
Good for them.
I learned that.
I like Canada for that.
They call it pop. And yeah,
Okay.
Tim Hortons is big.
Yeah.
Bonus question, what is it equivalent to of us here in the States?
Starbucks.
No,
Dunkin'.
they have
Dunkin',
Dunkin', yeah.
Dunkin'.
They have
Okay.
tons of Starbucks there, but it's their Dunkin'.
Okay.
And a Garberator is the garbage disposal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Catherine says disposal.
That's not good.
That's not right.
That's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Garberator. I like this.
2 more questions.
Please.
This is a good one. What do you think homo milk is?
Homogenized milk.
It's 3.5% milk.
That's cool. Why don't we have more options?
I don't think the U.S. can handle homo milk. I don't think we're ready for it
They
yet.
call it homo milk?
Yeah, that's what
Why not
it's-
just whole milk? Whole milk.
Oh.
Oh, but then they would get, hey, can I get some whole milk?
Yeah, ho bag. Their milk comes in bags. Bags.
Dude,
They have milk bags.
I have a random irrationally strong opinion about the container in which milk comes in. Kind of grosses me out when it doesn't come in a like jug. Like have you ever been to like Mexico, like, or in Trinidad, like their milk was in like these like weird like either bags or like cardboard. I don't know. It like kind of grossed me out. I
don't
think if it were a
grosses me
jug,
out.
it would be okay.
Like any cafeteria milk you ever had in college, that's out of a bag. And that chocolate milk was nice.
Dang, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because okay. I take it back.
Okay. Last question. Who is on their dollar bills?
Gretzky.
Gretzky or Gretzy?
Gretzky.
Oh, Aunt Gretzy.
Gretzky.
How's she doing?
Goldie Hawn. Who's on their dollar bills? Gretzky. Gretzky's a good Beaver.
Beaver.
King
It's the
of
Queen of
Generation.
England.
Oh,
She's
really?
like their queen, even though they have a prime minister and like a governor general. I learned a lot about their political system. The Queen of England still like kind of looks over Canada. Who knew?
Not me. I did not know any of that.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what Julie said.
Oh, who's this Prince Edward guy that gets his own island?
That is Prince Edward.
But he doesn't get any kind of, recognition on the loonies and the toonies?
Nice. Loonies.
Thank you.
I don't know. We didn't cover that.
But
I don't
the
think
Queen-
Prince Edward is on currency in Canada. No.
Dang. He gets his own island, though.
There you
wow. Okay.
That's Canada for you. That's everything I
In a
got from
nutshell.
Canada. Yeah. Brad, I have an idea.
That'll be
I
a
need
fun
you to
video.
talk me out of it, I think.
Okay.
Idea.
Yeah.
I've been getting into investing more in the last couple months.
Mhm.
Had Bitcoin for a couple years. And I was just like looking, this is obviously not news to anyone else, but I'm like, hey, as it turns out, as I'm starting to look at things, I think buying a house is one of the better investments you can make.
Oh, yeah.
I realized that this
Sure.
week. I was like, I should probably do that.
Yeah.
Not because I want to upkeep a house, but just it seems like a smart adult thing to do.
Especially when you're having all these plumbing issues. Like, man, this looks fun to have.
Man,
have these responsibilities on my own
I
dime.
want to pay for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be awesome. So my idea is buy this $800,000 home that I found in Liberty that's got a gym in it and a pool.
Okay.
and a big yard and a bunch of really cool stuff, a recording studio in the house.
Okay.
And fill it with 8 dudes
Okay.
that pay for my mortgage.
What's 20% of 800,000?
So the down payment's going to be a little
160
tricky.
grand?
I'm going to have to go the 3.5% FHA loan.
That's all you got to know. Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
What about this?
You ever heard of PMI?
I used to say don't go there. Now I say PMI.
What about this? Go ahead.
I don't know about PMI, but something mortgage insurance, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. New idea. Brad, you and I have a business opportunity for you. It's your lucky day.
Beautiful house in Missouri. You'll love it.
It's this great idea. A great opportunity for you, Brad. Me, you, Mr. James, maybe.
Okay.
And one other person you're choosing. Who do you want? Say it right now. 5, 4, 3.
My dad.
2. And Dean. Okay, so the 4 of us all split the down payment together.
Okay.
And then whenever it sells, we also split that evenly as well.
Okay, so what's 5% of $800,000?
5%. So 1% would be
40.
8,000. So 40,000.
You got 40 grand ready to spend? Because I do not have that in liquid assets.
Liquid. Is it in bags?
I know it's frozen probably right now, but you can. Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay, so we get a couple more people in on it.
Name it.
Name another couple people.
So there's me and James. We each recruited 3 people. Yeah.
And then you get 3 people.
Uh-huh.
Next thing you know, we got a house.
Yeah.
And it's only going to go up in value.
80 people are living in it.
Yes. It's kind of, they would call it the slums of liberty.
Okay.
It would go in the papers.
Yeah.
So, all right, do you want in?
What's it gonna be?
What do you think?
I think that's a bad idea, Jake.
Dang.
Because I think you would. I don't know if you ever watched The Big Short, but I kind of understand it after watching it 3 times. And
Okay.
I don't think that's good to buy a house you can't afford. I think that and I don't think the banks are going to give it to you, to be honest.
Dang
I
it.
think they've learned from their mistakes.
I have a couple tax returns right here, though.
Yeah. Hey, check it out, though.
Keep sending to this address.
Check it out. Fun fact, you have to be self-employed for 2 years and have like good taxes before you can ever get like a loan.
That's why we get Dean involved.
Okay, so now Dad's footing the whole bill.
Yeah. He's the main guy.
We just put it on the table to him, and they're going to be like, now, how'd you get $120,000 extra in your bank account this year? This is great. No, this is great.
I'm trying to find ways for Peter,
Yeah.
our real estate friend, to make 3%.
Deep pockets, big pockets, whatever the podcast that he loves is called.
Liquid pockets.
He probably would love that. Yeah. 3%'s a lot on 800,000.
You're welcome, Peter.
We just figure out 5% is 40,000, so it's 20-some thousand, 2750, 24,000.
Close.
Told you. And so, I don't know. One of my friends is from Memphis, but he's a Kennecut guy, so he loves Branson. Like loves Branson more than any of us. Like
Good.
Still goes back every single summer to be a doctor. He's like the only doctor that doesn't have kids that go to camp there.
Starting to get a little creepy.
And but he like really wants to buy this plot of land outside of Branson. We all like split it. And
Ooh.
we all like have like a vacation house there or something. We just like split it throughout the year. That sounds more realistic to me. If it's like $150,000.
Does he need another guy?
Probably.
Tell him I'm in.
Tell him.
I don't need any details. I'm in. I'm so in.
I don't care what they are. Yeah. Anyway, so
I was really drawn in by the recording studio.
I didn't even really listen to I heard you say home gym. You said recording
Yeah, it's got a
studio
gym, sauna, recording studio. It's got like a bunch of like amenities that most houses don't have. It's like, this would be cool to have access to.
I don't know why most houses don't have this, dude. It's awesome.
They should just start putting this in all these houses.
No, okay, this is a little bit not serious, but not joking. So I guess serious. I listened to a podcast the other day, Jefferson Bethke and somebody else.
My friend.
Yeah, what's it called? Dad's building something.
Oh, is this the Lego thing?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Are you talking about like the CDOs and the Big Short? No. Jefferson Bethke, another guy, did this podcast I listened to, and it was talking about like the strength of like extended families and stuff, specifically like close extended family, like your parents and your sisters and brothers and stuff like that. And like they were an advocate for like pooling your money and buying a house together.
Let's go, Jeff.
So
Jeff knows.
And like because you can buy an $800,000 house that you can then like basically make into different houses, like make into different units.
Yeah, like a fourplex.
Yeah, but then you would like live like kind of under the same roof, and like, you know, your kids would learn from your grandparents, and you know, whatever, like there'd be like this much stronger bond, and they would, because like so much now is like this dream of like I want to get out on my own, have my own house, my own place, and do things by myself. And it's like, maybe that's the wrong way of thinking. Maybe we need to like reverse that and, now all live together and like really strengthen each other. So
I'm going to take that and I'm going to make a bunch of like 16-year-old kids who are big on TikTok my extended family.
Perfect.
And
That's
I'm
smart.
going to pimp them out
Yep.
and make them 40 TikToks a day.
Yeah.
And you can't eat supper and you can't leave the house.
They call me
also,
Gator.
mow the lawn. You have to mow the lawn. It's huge. We have to mow this. Someone pick up the pool.
You can TikTok mowing the lawn. People will love it.
Make it out of content.
Yeah.
I don't care, Axton. You figure it out.
Axton.
That's his
Perfect.
name.
That is absolutely his name.
I want Axton and Jamie and Presley and everyone else.
Yeah.
And Ashley Tisdale.
I'm not budging on Ashley Tisdale.
I want Tisdale in there. And they pay for the house.
Good.
They're my extended family.
Good. Okay.
That's my idea.
Okay. Good luck with that. Isaac said the other day that he wants to have a house. He wants to buy a house by the time that everybody else his age would be graduating college.
Let's
which
go.
I think sounds so cool. Like
That is awesome.
yeah. So
Maybe he wants to get on the Liberty House.
Maybe.
Hey, home gym. Figure those back issues out.
oh, like yeah. If anybody like is obsessed with it, like something, it's Isaac. He always just like, I want to buy a house, and then he just looks at houses for days.
Yeah.
I want to buy a new truck. He looks at trucks for days. He's like, I think I can figure this out. I think I can afford this thing. I'm like, no, you can't. Pay Jake back.
Only $3,000.
Oh man.
Should we get some voice memos?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Hey guys, what do you think about keeping a red tiger? Found out you can buy a cub for $2,000 and it's legal to own in like 22 different states.
That's it.
That's it. 10 seconds.
What was it? Keeping a what tiger?
Red tiger?
Keeping a
see.
red tiger?
Hey guys, what do you think about keeping a red tiger?
Kind of sounded like you said an overhead tiger. I'm looking up a red tiger. Oh my gosh. Surely that's not real.
Are they cute?
They're red. Surely this is fake. There's not many of them.
I've never heard of it. And I know cats.
Keeping a red tiger. Keeping a red tiger. Overhead tiger. I'm going to look it up just to make sure.
Caleb, we needed this annotated. Red tiger. What? I'm looking. No way. That's fake. That's fake.
That's fake.
Yeah.
Um,
He probably just said tiger. I think Tiger King was pretty clear on like maybe some of the downfalls of owning a tiger. And I feel like you probably
go to
just
prison.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
But they're pretty cute.
That's the red tiger is the $800,000 house.
Yeah.
It's
Just because it's legal doesn't mean you should do it.
It's fun for like maybe a couple months, and then it's like, oh, buddy, this is really expensive every month.
Yeah. But maybe you should.
But maybe.
But maybe you should. If you can get
There's no
Dean
PMI on a tiger.
and a couple other people to like go halvesies on the tiger with you.
Okay.
I get the front legs. You get its mouth.
I've always said, just in general, I do not ever want a cat. And I've been very firm on that with Catherine. And a tiger is a type of cat, FYI.
You're right.
So no cats in my house. I stay firm on that. Catherine brings it up every once in a while still. And like I'll be very lenient on a lot of things. Not the cat thing.
Not the cat thing.
It irks her, to be honest, but I have to do it. I have to do what Big Daddy wants, you know?
Yeah.
I'm the only big cat in the house.
What about Catherine?
Dang it. She's not big though.
Good.
She's got a great figure.
Pass the test.
Let me tell
Great
you.
figure.
I'll
How's your
tell you.
mom?
How's that mom? How's that mom of mine?
How's that mom doing, huh?
She's good.
You driving your 4Runner? Better off probably be a
No.
Buick, huh?
Oh yeah. You like encores?
Turn around, baby. Give me another encore here in the living room, huh?
Okay. You a sporty girl. You sporty girl. You like the Maserati's, huh?
Oh, you like to put it in sport mode.
Oh, okay, sure.
How'd you like to put it in sport mode for Santo, huh?
Oh, you a Jeep girl? You like getting the 4-wheel drive on the Wranglers? I'll give you a Wrangler.
Yeah. Just everything. Just creepy used car
Yeah,
salesman.
it just sounds so creepy.
Stratus. I'm trying to change my Facebook status, huh?
Huh? What do you think? Meet me out back. We'll work out a deal. Under the table.
4Runner.
That sounds so dirty. Yeah.
I'm Jewish.
No,
End of story.
no.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there.
Give me some Skit.
Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Google Sheets.
I don't want a tiger. I don't want. Honestly, the more I think about it, somebody asked for the Patreon, like, what made Brad scared of animals? Like somebody asked Scott about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I am kind of scared of just animals in general.
Okay.
After the well, I hadn't tell. If you're on Patreon, you know about the raccoon story. After what else happened to me? Kind of with the chickens.
The chickens.
Heard about the chickens. Something else.
The squirrel in your yard.
The squirrel in my yard.
Dead squirrel in your yard.
Oh yeah, this dead squirrel in my yard. There was a hawk one time, like kind of circling our yard, and I was nervous, like if I went outside, that it was gonna like attack me. I just
pick you up.
I'm scared of deer. We talked about that. I'm just a little bit. Anything I can't control, like anything that doesn't have logic to me, like I can't just be like, "Hey, raccoon, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just trying to get inside to my kids." Like the raccoon doesn't know.
Most are not gonna understand that.
Most. So I don't want any of that in my house.
Yeah, I've always said for a long time, I still have a bucket list somewhere in my notes, and it's cool. Like I've completed like 4 out of the 6 things on there. Like one of them was just like go to Hawaii and like get on a game show, whatever. And one of them is like own an exotic feline cub, baby cheetah, baby tiger. I've always wanted to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, as I get older, I'm like, man, golden retrievers are like really awesome, and you don't have to feed them an entire steak every morning.
And doesn't it feel like dogs you can train? And I don't trust my training of a tiger ever. I will never fully trust that.
I will say, you told me that years ago, and you were like steadfast in your belief. I do not trust myself to train a tiger.
I did. I was like, one of the first things I said to you. Like I'm an ESFJ, and I do not trust myself with tigers.
And I'm not good at ventriloquism.
No. Thanks for the voice memo, though.
Yeah, 10 seconds. Appreciate it.
Hey, Jake and Brad, this is like my 10th time doing this. My wife is laughing at me. Anyway, Hunter, he's the guy who got me hooked on your podcast.
What's up, Hunter?
He's the guy with the LaCroix after a spoonful of ice cream. Anyway, he texted me a while ago, asked me if I wanted to be in a wedding with one of his friends. And the thing is, it's a friend. I have no idea who he is. I might have met him before, but do not remember him. Don't recognize his picture. Anyway, I wanted to ask you guys, hey, should I go or should I stay?
You should definitely go.
100%.
It happens to be at the same time as my anniversary with my wife. It just seems like it's a little bit of a confliction there.
You should definitely stay.
Also wanted to ask you guys if what the most random thing is that you have been invited to that seems like super personal with someone you don't know. And that's all I have.
You gotta go. That's 2 birds, 1 stone. You do it for your wedding anniversary. You're like, hey, for our anniversary this year, let's go somewhere that has really nice food and like we can do like dinner and dancing.
We do a little dancing.
Dinner and dancing always, the girls love it. Mm-hmm. Just, I don't know if it's the alliteration or just the idea of being out there.
It's so idyllic.
My husband is so ideal. Yeah, dinner, dancing, ideals. And so you flip it and you're like, actually, you're going to be in the audience watching me, as I'm up there, honoring a guy I don't know. But it'll be great. It'll be great. We'll have dinner afterwards.
I think as long as you don't have to sit at like the groomsman's table at the reception, then you should do it. But if you have to be separate the whole night, then probably don't go and take her with you. But yeah, if you get to enjoy the reception together and like the drive there together, I think it's a fun memory.
I'm just imagining like the groom's table at the reception and you asking them questions of like that you have no, like to somebody you would ask like that you don't know at all. Like,
I'm your name again?
So what do you do?
How do you know?
A groomsman.
How do you know Ben?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Me too. Well, not in the same way that you do, but it's similar. Yeah, mutual friends.
Right. Oh, like where do you go to church? Oh, you're Muslim. Oh, wow. Okay.
Where do you go to,
How does that work? Yeah.
So you probably know which way east is, huh? That's awesome.
Sure.
That's awesome.
You're like, will you excuse me? Oh, you need to go to the bathroom? No, I need to go pray, you jerk. I don't know. Yeah, you definitely have to be able to spend time with your wife. That's number 1 priority.
I think challenge is, it has to come with like a little stipulation. Like,
okay,
this is, now I'm speaking to his wife a little bit. Like, hey, you can let your husband go and like plan this, if you can even call it that, for your anniversary. Mm-hmm. But in return, he has to do something for you. What does he have to do for you? He has to say a little something at the rehearsal dinner. Even though he doesn't know the groom at all, he has to give a short speech. And obviously it could be serious, but still you just have to give up like, hey, in the short time I've known Ben here.
That'd be pretty funny. And
which
like
is just under 8 hours.
Like just like kind of guess
Yeah.
And like, what if it's like completely wrong? Like, it seems like we're both pretty similar in the fact that we love Chipotle. He's like, I'm vegetarian. I don't know.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean, spoken like a true lefty. Am I right?
Southpaws unite.
Yeah.
Give me some skin. So he's like, I'm not Jewish. So anyway, let's double up. First of all, is it one of those things where it's like an I love you man situation where the guy just needs a groomsman in general, or is it like a Southern Belle thing where the girl has literally 15 bridesmaids and he needs to be number 15 on the groomsman side? Because if that's the case, that's a party. Like, that's just fun.
It's gonna be a nice
just
wedding.
with the boys hanging out.
The boys.
I'm on the fifth tier. I'm on the fifth tier of the wedding steps, just hanging out. And so, I think that'd be fun. But or what if you get the girl, get your wife, be like, hey, I'll do it if my wife can also be a bridesmaid.
Yeah,
if I can walk down the aisle with her.
I'm sure the bride didn't like choose how many bridesmaids she's having based on how many best friends she has. She probably has an open slot.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's very normal.
Yeah. Or somebody's like got spooked by COVID. Like, I can't make it. Okay. I have an alternate. So joke's on you. Boom. Sandra, you're in.
Question answered.
So yeah, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake and Brad. It's Abigail from Northern PA.
Oh,
And I love the podcast. I listen to it in the morning while I get ready for the day. And then I finish it at night when I'm drowning out the obnoxious, loud noises of my hamster while I'm trying to sleep.
oh,
So anyways,
Sure.
I just wanted to say,
That's how I
Jake,
thought that sentence was gonna
I
end.
listened to your episode a couple weeks ago. And you got to stop being a sissy because I grew up on Scott toilet paper. And trust me, you get used to it. And Brad, can you please look up the YouTube channel Cuckoo Kangaroo and tell me if you knew your co-host was part of a children's YouTube channel. And anyways, love the podcast. I feel like you guys are my best friends that I've never actually met. Love you. Bye.
Abigail, thank you for the question. I feel like that was kind of a Dwight Schrute there, like the famous quote, like, don't get me started on how coddled the modern anus is.
Yeah.
That's Abigail. She's like, you're fine with Scott toilet paper. When's a little sandpaper on your skin hurt anyone? She's like the acquired taste of, the bathroom. Like, you'll get used to it. It's fine.
I don't really trust any kind of advice coming from somebody who is choosing to have a hamster make noise the entire night. You're just trying to have like quiet solitude and rest.
Yeah.
I don't need, especially like comfort advice. Like, hey, I know you're uncomfortable with this toilet paper.
Here's
but
what helps
suck it
me.
up because I buy this thing that really doesn't like bring me any kind of joy. The hamster? Get the hamster out. Like, take it away. Sell it to a little kid.
Get a red tiger.
That's right.
Replace it. He'll
Red,
keep
ti-
you
red
awake.
tigers are all the rage. I looked up this Cuckoo Kangaroo. First of all, they're K's, not C's. That was embarrassing. I guess the guy looks like Jake.
Is he white?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. He does kind of look like me then, probably.
He's more ginger than you are.
Okay. Like in the way he like carries himself, or like in the redness of his hair?
I think both,
Okay.
but I can't
I
tell.
don't think I carry myself that gingerly.
I actually do think you kind of sometimes like hold that cup. That's pretty ginger. Pretty ginger.
This is how I always hold it too. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You want to see for yourself.
Let me see for myself. That doesn't look like me as much as when sometimes other people text me pictures and say, this guy looks like you. And I'm like, oh, that does kind of look like me.
Yep, all that. There was somebody on Instagram one time that like did a cartoon, like they were watching some movie and they're like, I didn't know that Ghostrunners were on this movie. And it was like this big dude and this little guy, and it kind of looked like us. Remember
Nice.
that?
No.
Okay,
That's awesome.
it was awesome.
Good memory.
Mm-hmm.
What else did Abigail say? I don't know. Scott toilet paper. Yeah, she's the acquired taste. Like, no, it's fine. Once you like really, really, really get used to it.
Here's the misconception about cheap toilet paper versus nicer toilet paper is that cheap toilet paper is bigger and will last you longer. But the misconception is that you need way more of that cheap toilet paper every time you wipe.
Mm-hmm.
With the small one, you can really, really maximize like a few sheets. So I think that actually the small ones may last a little bit longer, or at least as long, and they're doing much, much better job on your tuchus.
You hear that, Abigail?
So Abigail, think again.
Thanks for the voice memo, though.
Hello, Jake and Brad. Ashley from Illinois here. Just calling to tell you guys about a funny time I had in Florida about a month ago. my husband Jake and our best friend Jack came along, and we did a hot tub prank. And the prank was that, what are the odds you take off your swim trunks in the pool? Keep in mind, he did have underwear underneath, but nevertheless, that was crazy. So he did it. He got the number, and he did it. And a little boy walks in with his goggles on and a little snorkel thing with his whole family. And he puts on the gear, gets right in the hot tub, and looks in the pool and exclaims, "Mom, what are these?" And points at the swim trunks sinking to the bottom of the pool.
Oh, my beaver
we thought
tail.
that was absolutely hilarious, and we're absolutely dying laughing. And my husband somehow kept a straight face the entire time. It took about half an hour to retrieve the swim trunks, but we did it, and it was hilarious. So my question is, what is your favorite vacation prank, and may I use it the next time I'm on vacation? Thank you guys for the podcast. Love you both. Bye-bye.
Do you have
Okay, so
specific
lots-
pranks
I was
that
just
are
saying,
like categorized like vacation, first day of school, DMV,
For 8-year-olds,
playground,
dentist prank,
8 to 12, 13 to 16.
when the power's out prank, when you got Scott
when it's
toilet
negative 10. Yeah.
when your mom's at Miss Wilkinson's yoga class prank.
Yeah. When you're doing that thing for free, when you're acting like a New Yorker.
Ventriloquism prank.
Fast food, fast casual food, high-end dining.
Performance couch prank.
When you're at the cell phone store.
Economy parking at the airport prank. Really specific. Seedless watermelon prank.
Yeah, when you're at the organic farmers prank. Yeah, when you're filming Girls in the Fall 4 prank. Yeah.
TurboTax online prank.
When you're at a salon, but you're a guy, but you're getting your hair cut still, so it's okay prank.
Forgetting to take your laundry from the washer to the dryer on a Thursday prank.
When you're a groomsman in a wedding that you don't know, but you're a good friend to Henry, Caleb, whatever his name is.
Can't find Q-tips, so you just use your car keys prank. This couch isn't even a prank anymore. How can he even do this?
Selling your hamster to a blind kid prank.
Forgetting the movie you watched 2 nights ago prank.
When you're exchanging your loonies for your toonies for your dollars prank. Going across the border. Yeah. When you buy a limo and you go across country with your friends to try to get on a talk show for somebody that you kind of sometimes watch, and you do good things for people, and you go on all 48 states plus Canada and Mexico, and you make a video about it prank.
College prank. You think maybe you got a zit you could pop, so you go to pop it, and it turns out it's just blood, and then you're like, I think I made a neutral situation worse. I should have never done this from the beginning prank.
When you yeah, perfect. So anyway, our vacation prank.
Why do people ask us
man.
so many prank things? I mean, we've been asked 6 times over voice memos.
Because we're ornery boys.
Not really.
No, we're not at all.
Yeah,
We're
is
very
not who
nice
we are.
kind guys. What were we just talking about?
Right before the episode started, we were like, we were such rule followers.
Yeah. I was like, these headphones that we got for Christmas from our awesome fans, for whatever reason, to me, they feel better if the right headphone is on the left side and vice versa. But I know that it's like the right one is labeled on the right, so I have to put it on the right.
Even though it feels more comfortable.
Even though if I'm like in my bed at night by myself and I put them on, I check, it's like, dang it, it's on the wrong way, but it felt nice.
Because we're good boys.
We're
Like,
good
we
boys.
follow the rules.
We follow all the rules. Will you go back to your Canada quiz real quick? Do you have it up still?
I can remember it. What do you need?
Okay. So like the situation you gave about the
Yo, it's kind of a crazy story. What kind of hot tub is this?
yeah. And the little boy goes, "What are those?" So I think we just need to answer it with all the different things that are the Canadian words. So, what are those? That's what we call our beaver tail.
That's a beaver tail. Oh, I mean, it's a skookum hot tub. You can find anything down there.
Those are our skookums.
Oh, that is the Queen of England.
I call that one Queen Elizabeth III.
Ask your mom. Ask your mom.
She'll know.
You know, he pulls up one pair of swim trunks, and then wait, and there's another pair of swim trunks. What are these? Oh, that's homo milk. That is homo milk.
Yeah. What was the car?
That's a Garberator.
That's what my wife calls my Garberator. It's on the fritz right now, so don't.
You got to jimmy it.
Yeah.
You gotta Jimmy it.
Yeah, you jerking me around? Oh my goodness.
Jared from Subway, huh?
Jared. Okay. That's yeah.
Okay.
What are our
So,
favorite vacation pranks?
I'm trying to think. I think I talked about it on the podcast. The only one I could think of is when we went to Australia. Grant Huderberg and I had the thing where he said, Grant has this weird thing. It's just don't bring up spike ball. And honestly, it's going to be better if you don't even let him see it. Everyone's going to have a better time on the trip if you do not let him see the playing spike ball. And then we never told anyone. To this day, they don't know that that's fake. They don't know why Grant doesn't like spike ball. We just said, I just can't get into it. But just do not let Grant see a spike ball set.
Oh, I love it.
Which is kind of funny.
That's like my favorite kind of joke. That was what I was thinking. Mine was more generic of like, I just love going up to people and pretending like you know them, even though you don't.
Yeah.
Just in general, like, especially if it's a youth conference or something like that, and all these kids have shirts on that have their names on the back. Jessica, oh, whatever. So it's like kind of this like made up story, like whatever you want to call it. Like that's my kind of humor.
And that's what we were doing the 4th of July too, with Grant's friend Noah. Just like, hey,
yeah.
Been a while since I've seen you. You still going to welding school or what?
Hey, how many categories do you have for your pranks? Yeah, I think to me that's like the craziest, prankiest, honoriest I get is like this made
like
up,
telling white lies.
joke.
Yeah,
kind of like that Instagram caption thing I used to always do.
Yeah.
Where it was like it's not really a true story, but I'm like trying to start something that's not really there.
Instigate.
Yes. So that's
think
all
we
I got.
Told the story on the Patreon episode with Ty and Kyle, but it's not really a prank, but just more something that happened in a hot tub while we were vacationing. We're in Utah, and
Great tubs in Utah.
good tubs.
Tubs in the top.
Skookum tubs.
Hey, let's go tub in the top.
Tub in the tub.
Skookum tubs.
Skookum. And this was like a very poor stretch of time for us. Like we had just been in Las Vegas, and it was so hot and it was sweaty, disgusting. And like Utah was our oasis. We finally get there, and we're just trying to like sneak into hotels, pools, or hot tubs just to kind of like shower.
Sneak 'em for the
Sneak and skookum. And we park at this one like taco place, and we're gonna try to like sneak into this hotel. Well, Ty is just like kind of exhausted and nasty. He like takes off his shirt and just like lays on top of the limo, and is just like laying there. And Ty's the one with like the super long, like kind of curly hair. And meanwhile, Kyle and I go ahead and like sneak into the hot tub, and we're there with like another couple that's in there. Not another couple. They were the only couple.
another pair of people.
Yeah. And they don't see us come from the limo. They just ask after a while, like, well, what's going over there? What's that girl doing? And Kyle goes, I don't know. They were looking at Ty too. Like, I don't know what that girl's doing. And then, of course, it wasn't but a minute later, Ty comes down and just comes and sits with us. He's like, what's up, boys? And we're like, hey, dude. And like put everyone in a weird spot, except for Ty, who didn't know.
Do you think if you would have pretended like you didn't know him, he would have caught on and like played along?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know why we did it. It just felt so uncomfortable. Just like, hey, man. Hey, girl.
What's that girl doing?
What's that girl doing? Like,
funny.
I don't know. What's that girl doing in the limo?
Oh, man. Okay.
Let's see. What else? Here we go.
Hey, Jake and Brad. This is Kimberly calling from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I just wanted to let you know that we have a local minor league baseball team here in Colorado Springs called The Vibes.
Let's go.
Are you ready for that?
Are you ready for that?
So anyway,
Are you
if you
ready for
ever
that?
wanted to come and see a game,
I
you
guess.
could get some vibes up in that game. And their mascot is none other than a s'more, which I can't figure out if that makes sense or not. So anyway, love the podcast. Keep up the good work, guys. Thanks. Bye.
I feel like we're picking on people a lot lately, and I kind of like it, but I don't, because I want to encourage people to please leave voice. It's so much fun leaving these voice.
Well, they're coming in hot, so I think we're doing something right.
Okay. It's just funny to me that she said it, and then she goes, "Are you ready for that?"
Are you ready for that?
It's like you surprise somebody and then you hide. Like, yeah, it's like, "Are you ready for this?" After you already say it. That's funny to me.
You get to watch the Super Bowl? You guys check that out? Yeah. Yeah, I did just check it out.
Yeah, you have a Super Bowl party. You're like, so anybody want to come over and watch the Super Bowl? Anybody?
You ready for that?
Wait. You mean like next year? No, like this year. Like the Chiefs are going to win for sure.
You ready for that?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Kimberly. Kim VP.
Kimbo Slice. What'd she ask us?
I'm pretty sure she didn't ask a question. She just said, are you ready for that?
Okay.
I think Harrison already discovered this. I mean, he's been big on the vibes train. His Instagram story right now is like did you see it? It's like the classic like old Walmart like yellow smiley face, but instead of where the smile is, it's just vibes and like a crescent moon.
I thought it looked a little like a zipper on the guy's mouth though.
Oh, it's metaphor probably.
I was going,
don't
maybe?
silence the vibes.
Oh, maybe.
You get some vibes over here, dude.
That's
Get them
deep,
loud.
dude. He's deep. He's so
dude.
deep.
Oh, you're so deep, dude.
Wow. Okay. Good for him.
Like when you're going deep with your dudes prank?
Oh. No, I missed it.
It's a good laugh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember the s'mores thing. Like Harrison discovered this a couple weeks ago. And it's pretty cool. I don't think it registered with me that that's an actual team though. He showed me the s'more, but that's crazy. That's a real team. Minor league baseball's the best. Like Montgomery Biscuits.
Yeah.
Trash Pandas.
Yeah, I think that's like they're just like embracing like, hey, we can make some funny things here. El Paso has the Chihuahuas. That's not that crazy, but it's like who would ever want to be on the Chihuahuas?
No.
But anyway, yeah, just fun. I'm sure there's a ton of them out there.
Colorado vibes, dude.
Colorado Springs vibes. I would like some Colorado Springs vibes. Colorado Springs is a great place. Really big fan of it.
I've never been.
Go sometime. Nice springs.
Good springs.
Glen Erie.
Skookum Springs?
Skookum. Very Skookum Springs.
Skookum.
Yep.
That's
Very
great. Speaking of minor league baseball, we've talked about it off the pod, but me, Harrison, and Isaac have plans to get season tickets to Kansas City minor league baseball. But it's not even.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Have we talked about this?
Yes, you told me one time.
It's not even minor league baseball. It's unaffiliated with any major league team. It's just like, I mean, just amateur.
It's like below minor leagues, yes.
Yeah. So I don't even know if they get paid or how it works. It's just like
They
very
don't
like,
get paid much, yeah.
you know, like, I can't imagine
For the
how
love
much
of the game, you know?
Yeah, for the love of the game. But they're like rebranding. They've got a new name this year. And we decided we're going to be super fans. We're going to get season tickets because they are dirt cheap
Really?
to go to every single game. And we just want to become super fans.
That's awesome.
I'm just like, especially like one guy and just treat him like he is just like the biggest deal. Like get him on the pod and just freak out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, Esteban Dominguez. I can't believe I'm seeing you in person. And he's
That'd
like,
be really cool.
I work in finance during the day. I'm
Right.
like, wow, that's awesome.
I work at Northwestern Mutual, 8 to 5 every day. I'm late to the game on Tuesday because of it. We have a quarterly meeting.
But I saw this
like
week, Christian Colon. Remember, he was on like our World Series team. He's playing for the Monarchs.
Really?
I'm like, how did...
Dude, that's how Ken Harvey played for the Monarchs too. Remember Ken Harvey? He was an all-star.
Yeah, he hit a home run off his knee that one time.
Oh yeah. Ken Harvey was a man. He was hilarious.
But yeah, I'm just like shocked and kind of saddened. Like,
yes, it is sad.
He got pulled up to MLB in 2014, was on our World Series team.
And he was like supposed to be like the next big thing too.
Really, was he a hot prosp?
Mm-hmm.
And now he's on the Monarchs. And I'm going to be cheering him on all season long.
That's insane. Yeah. Wow.
So that'll be fun. I'm sure there'll be a lot of content to come from.
I hope he just rakes. And what if Tim Tebow can play for the Monarchs?
Oh, I'll tweet at him.
That would be fun to have him on the pod.
Tim, come on the pod.
Tim, and have the flat Earth guy at the same time.
I love a good debate. Okay. Thank you for all the voice memos. Appreciate it, you guys. Brad, would you like to get into our reviews of the week?
Yeah, I'm on 1% battery, so I'm going to be quick.
Hot dog. Here, take this. It's a charger.
Give it to me. Thank you.
Come on. Skook 'em. Got it.
And we're scooped. Where was mine? You go ahead. I got to find mine.
Not to sound angry, but best podcast ever. You ready for that?
Nice.
Hey, Brad. Hey, Jake. It's Noah. And I just wanted to write another review. I don't know if you'll see this, but I had a question for you guys. Episode 100 is coming up, and I wanted to know if you're doing anything cool during the episode, because I would say that episode 100 is an achievement. I have one more question. Me and my friends are trying to find a way to make money, but we can't think of anything. So I wanted to know, when you guys were teenagers, did you try to make money? And if you did, what did you do? Postscript, do you guys have any ideas of what we can do to make money that would also be fun?
Whoa, postscript means that usually you have something else. Seems like the same thing.
Seems like more of the script.
Yeah.
That was from Hammy 2.5. Congrats on the username, big
yeah,
guy. Yeah, that's huge.
hammies.
Yeah.
Good for him.
More hamstrings than I have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first one is episode 100. We've talked about it. I had two ideas, and you said, let's combine them. We have made no progress on either of those two ideas. But
yeah, just cut that sound clip, and that is our podcast. Not really, not really, but we're still trying to move studios. It's been a frigid week, and it's like we can't do anything.
It's just not fun.
I mean, but it's not any different than if it were 35.
It's the exact same.
Yeah. I think we have intentions to do something fun for episode 100.
We have intentions.
Dun, 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 dun. If you want to do woodworking for me, that would help me have a lot more time to do podcast things.
Hammy 2.5. Do you want to do some woodworking in the next 6 weeks?
Anybody that wants to come help me sand, help me spray some lacquer. We're talking pre-catalyzed.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Always.
that's good.
UV blocking, so the sun can hit it, no problem.
Blocked.
Blocked. So yeah,
Yes, we will do something.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll stay up late. I'll past midnight.
I'll buy a house. I don't care.
I don't even care.
And then him and his friends are trying to make money. I would say buy and sell red tigers.
What
That's one.
What kind of money do you think he's talking? Like,
I just thought of something. Do you think that guy meant red pandas? Because those are a thing.
but he said like a really small amount. Like, didn't he say $200 or $500 something?
I think I said 2,000.
I would have never done it for 2,000.
Dude, how come we can't remember anything?
Dude, we're dumb.
Maybe it's just me.
I'm not a good listener.
I'm just cold.
I'm not a good listener to people's names, and I do so bad. Like, I listen to what they say, but I think I'm too concerned with my handshake or something sometimes that I don't really listen to their name. And then I I met people yesterday talk about a table, and I could not remember the man's name for the life of me. I was like, gosh, I think it's Chris. It was Mike. I was wrong. I'm glad I didn't guess. But
I was asking Trey today. I was like, hey, do you know when I can expect like my tax return stuff from your accountant? What's her name? Irene? And he's like, Claudia. I'm like, weirdly, those are like similar names.
Yeah.
It's like
the same like demographic and time period and stuff.
yeah. I'm like, I wasn't even close, but in a way, I think I almost had it.
Like, you feel like that was a 70s like alt rock song, kind of like folky, like, yeah.
Oh, Claudia.
Yeah. Irene.
Come on, Irene. My taxes.
I need to file them. I don't know.
You please send it to me.
I was trying to think of what else to say.
Okay, ways to make money. Buy and sell red tigers.
I would just say, like, prey on the goodness, PREY, on the goodness of people and charge way too much money for lemonade. Have a lemonade stand, but charge $5 a cup. Like, you can make, one time you can make some money.
One time?
I
think that's what, yeah. Just like,
I'm not saying start a lemonade business. Maybe, though.
maybe.
People pay a lot of money for things that aren't that valuable these days, guys. LSCustomCreations.com.
Here's what you do in March. Once it starts to get a little warmer, you have a new business every Saturday just to try it out. So like one is lemonade stand, one is like thrifting. Like we're going to go to thrift store, buy some stuff, try to resell it on eBay that week.
Okay.
The next Saturday is mowing lawns. And then the Saturday after that, snowstorm came into town, shovel driveways.
Yeah. Mowing lawns and shoveling driveways.
Back to back.
Absolutely. That happens all the time. I think mowing lawns actually is like the best business you can do as a young kid.
Yeah.
Like,
People are
seriously.
willing to pay for it. Equipment isn't that expensive.
Get enough clients where then you can like hire other people to do it for you.
Now we're talking.
Oh yeah. There's some high school kids I know that are like doing very well for themselves mowing lawns.
Talk to Aunt Cindy. I know she's got Pokemon cards somewhere in that house. Try to get them from her. They're super hot right now. It's
Are they?
Pokemon cards. Yeah, they're huge.
Really? Yeah, that's another thing is just sports cards in general. Like playing cards? No, not playing cards. Trading cards.
Sporty cardies.
Those are getting real big like right now too. According to Gary Vee.
What else could you do? Could day trade cryptocurrencies. I think that'd be fun if I was a
seems
kid.
smart and safe.
I think it'd be a blast.
You can mine them. Learn how to mine.
Learn how to mine them.
Be a miner.
Hand me 2.5. Figure it out.
Oh shoot, where'd mine
No,
go?
love the ambish. That's great, dude.
I'm gonna go with mine is KS Schroeder 2721.
Oh.
This podcast wins the Super Bowl of my heart.
Oh my gosh.
This one's kind of out of pity, it sounds like, but it says, I've been waiting for the right time to leave a 5-star review, and tonight's events have summoned me here. Must have been on Super Bowl night. I know many are experiencing the painful loss of the Chiefs to the Bucks in Super Bowl LV this Sunday evening. Lord bear us strength. Vibes are at an all-time low. Getting on your feet has never seemed more difficult. Chick-fil-A isn't even open right now to help you cope. But guess what? Tomorrow's Monday, and Monday means new Ghostrunners. And new Ghostrunners means hilarious bits and inside jokes with Jake and Brad that always complete the pass. That always run it to the end zone.
Complete the pass.
That always make the tackle. Always. I've listened long enough to know that this team can't be defeated. And if a Super Bowl podcast existed, well, I'd bet money on them winning every single time. That's nice. We need to cut that audio clip and just say, that part that says, guess what? Tomorrow's Monday, and Monday means new Ghostrunners, blah, blah, blah. And just put it in every single Sunday.
And guess what? I'll be your daddy.
If you ever need a daddy. So, yeah, thank you guys. It's been fun. It's always fun to record with you, Jacob.
Yes.
And I get to say something that I haven't said in a long time. Maybe ever.
Coldest day of your life.
Jake, would you like to end this episode with a jingle?
Oh, Heatherly is back with another one. Gonna need a little help from Brad, but this one's a little Jake heavy. Clear the throat real quick. I tried to go over the lyrics while I was driving here.
Always good in the snow.
And yeah, it was snowing. It's just so cold. Heatherly does a great job. You can count on Heatherly giving you some good syllables, good rhymes.
Yep.
We're gonna be in good shape. Here we go. Let's do it. Oh. Oh, my tongue got twisted a few times.
That was good. That was great. That was really fun.
What a rush.
There is another jingle that says Jake's Rap number 2. Comment below if you want it.
Oh, yeah.
The 5-star review.
Is there a rap in that song?
I was just thinking.
There's definitely not.
As I was reading, I was like, that's more of a song that just is a rapping kind of poppy song. We're not going to tell you what it is, though, guys.
I'll have to come back next time.
Yep.
Cool.
That might be mine, actually.
That's probably yours.
Yeah.
That's probably yours. Yeah.
So, Heatherly, you got work to do. Or anybody else.
Anyone else?
But we love you, Heatherly, for doing these.
Write me a rap, mama. Brad, any final thoughts?
I had thoughts.
94.
Shoot. Oh, I had thoughts. I was talking to Steven Swick today. This is kind of a serious thing.
Good. I like to end it this way.
He's an attorney, and so he was like, he misspelled your one time, and I was like, he's like, gosh, I'm such an idiot. And I was like, dude, you're not an idiot. You're an attorney. It's like empirical facts that you're smart.
Yeah.
He's like, actually, I don't think it's that hard to like. I don't think. What did he say? Like, I don't think you have to be that smart to go to law school. I think you just have to be really determined and really driven. I think that's just life. I think obviously there's people that are naturally more gifted than others in certain areas, but at the end of the day, it's just about how much you want to actually do something or not.
100%.
Like I don't think it's can't. I think it's you don't want to that bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't think like I don't really want to be an engineer, but if I want to be an engineer, I believe I could be an engineer. I don't, whatever. I think there's physical limitations. Like I don't think I can be a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
But I think I can do most things, and I think you can too. So if you want to do something, do it. And if you're saying you can't do it, it's probably just because you don't want to. So there's a slap in the face. If you, I'm just being real, and just saying, go for it if you want to do it, or look in the mirror of why you're not getting there if you can't.
And slap yourself in the face because Brad can't reach you.
And I won't slap people in the face.
He's not going to reach you.
No,
I 100% believe this. I think, yeah, if you're out there, you are looking into what you might want to do, know that you can do all of them. And it's just a matter of choosing.
Yeah, for the record, like I used to always think like, oh, I don't have that kind of mind. Like literally about things like what I'm doing as a living now. I used to be like,
there's no way.
Like one of my friends one time at camp, like he like took some zip ties and like tied up a fan to like hang down and like shoot like air down on my feet. And I was like, that's so cool, man, that you figure that out. Like I just don't have an engineer mind like that. And it's like, that sounds so simple now. And like, I just had to, like, I was just so lazy and I was like, I'm not going to think that way to figure that out. And it's like, then I finally was like, hey, maybe I should try to figure this out. And now it's like, it's not that hard. You just have to try. So
I think about it all the time, somewhat in a place of like self, like, I don't know, consciousness of just like almost like a lack of confidence. Cause I'm like, man, I don't feel like I was the funniest one in my friends in high school. I wasn't even close to being one of the funniest ones in my friend group in college.
Yeah. I
just think there's so many funnier people out there, but I'm the friend that they know doing this. I'm the friend doing comedy. I'm like, this is crazy.
Because you went for it. You're going for it.
Yeah.
That's half the battle is just like trying. Like
just go for it.
Like you posted something. You try. Like other people are like, I don't want to fail, or I don't want to try this too hard. Yeah.
So I'll say 100% agree.
Try.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah. So anyway,
buy that house that you can't afford. Get that tiger.
Buy that house. That's pressure makes diamonds. So just buy that $800,000 house you can't afford, and you'll make enough money to work there.
And never sell GameStop. It's fun to be a part of a movement like that. Never sell it. Lose as much money as you put in.
We watched The Big Short, so we understand.
I understand it.
Short it.
CDOs.
CDOs, and Ryan Gosling is a pretty cool guy.
To the moon, baby.
Love you guys. You guys are fun. Let me shout out quick.
Yeah.
Hattie Louise Ellis.
Oh, she's
Robert
nice.
Bradley Ellis.
Yeah.
Catherine Hansen Ellis.
Only
Love
cat
you guys.
allowed in the house.
You guys are my favorite people in the world. That's all. Rock on.
How's your mom?
How's your mom? Rock on.
Ghostrunners podcast. Every month.